Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wind Waker. How you guys doing?
No.
I forgot to get more water. Damn it.
Unprepared.
Listen, dude.
For stream.
For stream.
For
So,
stream.
I wanted to get us off on the right foot here by saying a couple things. Number one, oh god, this music. Number one, I know that the joke is very often, haha, Zach is evil. Saba and I have officially started our Baldur's Gate 3 co-op playthrough, and it's been fun. Saba's doing great, and I'm having a lot of fun with my like Storm Cleric character. But Saba is never fucking available. She's very Grant in that sort of way. So we only get to play Baldur's Gate 3 for like an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time, like once a week, which is fine. Like that's her prerogative. But I definitely need more Baldur's Gate than that. So I was like, you know what?
It was muted. I literally said last for 3 hours. What do you mean 1 or 2 hours?
It felt like 1 or 2 hours. But anywho, so so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do my very first like evil playthrough. I'm gonna play as the Dirge.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna play as Dirge. I'm gonna go with like a super hot tiefling evil character, and I'm just gonna play that, right? And I tell Saba, and I think I'm gonna phrase it this way right now. Hello, Mikey, by the way. I don't think I know how to be evil, which is like a silly sentence to say, but like I'm trying to do my evil playthrough as the Dark Urge, and for those of you who don't know, the Dark Urge is like a special type of character that you can play in Baldur's Gate 3, where essentially you just have like impulses towards like extreme violence, right? Hello, Adrian, welcome.
Gnome.
And so I was like, okay, well, being evil is killing people, right? Like killing the innocent and stealing all their shit, like destroying as much as possible. So I did that, and I won't say any spoilers because I know that Saba and I are hypothetically going to be doing this really soon. But there is an early game area that if you do too much bad stuff, just gets locked up tight, and there's almost nothing you can do to access that area anymore. I triggered that shit within 2 seconds, and I'm like, what? How am I supposed to do any evil in this game? I don't understand. Because this area just gets locked up in 2 seconds. And so I was like, and I was baffled, so I looked it up, and the response came back where it's like, no, you can't just like kill and steal from everybody. You have to like do all of their quests. Well, you have to do all of their quests so they trust you and then betray them. And I'm like, but that's just the good playthrough with extra steps. Like, what the hell?
No, because it's you still do the same thing, like, but it ends differently, I guess.
It's like, I guess it's at the end of using them to gain whatever it is you could get from them. Then you
Pick
kill
the
them.
squirrels.
I assume you're talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
I am talking about Baldur's Gate 3, yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about just from the context, but
It's super early Act 1 stuff.
I was gonna say, you don't really need to do any of their quests. If you don't want to, if you're afraid of getting locked out, there's a secret entrance you have to just scout out the place for.
It's the one in the underground tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
So
have to make sure they unlock that first.
well, there you go. That's the thing. When I was doing my playthrough, my thing was like, okay, I'm going to trick people into like kind of wandering off into pairs of 2, maybe 3 if I felt confident, and then just Eldritch blast the shit out of them until they died. And it was like I had Asterion, Lizelle, and Shadowheart, because apparently those 3 are totally fine doing evil shit, which I guess makes sense. But you know, so I was like getting people to move off into their own areas and then killing them one by one. And then I go to walk into the area that gets locked away, and it's just like a giant wall of thorns. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta reload my save. Damn it.
Oh, Mao.
I guess those druids did their ritual after all. Anyway, let me in.
Oh, yes.
Let me in. Let me in.
All right. Does anyone remember? Hello, Silver Room, by the way. Does anyone remember what the hell? I'm just supposed to get to the top of Dragon Roost Island, right? That's my goal.
Well,
Generally,
did you talk to the
yes.
Chief.
Did I not?
I don't remember.
I assumed that I did last week, but maybe I didn't. Because I know I talked to Duck Girl.
It's Medley.
Yeah, Duck.
Medley.
Meduck.
What the hell?
Mida?
You see the guy in the background?
Earnest, hardworking guy.
Dilbert.
Yeah, that's a real Dilbert I saw on. You want to play the Dilbert minigame, Zach?
Is this a minigame?
Yeah, it's Dilbert minigame.
Yeah, Dilbert's minigame, where you dill as Bert until he...
Match the
Dill.
seal on the
Scroll your
envelope with
eye.
the same icon on the shelf. Oh, hey, this is the exact. This is I'm just now learning that one of the like college senior projects that I had to do a little bit of like rating for from Cogswell. They literally just copied this, but I didn't recognize that this was from Wind Waker, so I just didn't know. I think I gave him a 9 out of 10 for creativity too.
Lamau.
Okay. Okay.
You have to sort at least 10.
That's
Go!
easy, that's easy.
Fucking go! Oh my god!
What the fuck are these addresses? One of them is just
Those
a
are
horrible.
islands.
One of them's just a horrible mouth.
Those are islands.
No, I did that one wrong.
That's
You
food.
fool!
You fool! The best.
All
Okay.
right, are you ready for hard mode where there's 14 other shelves?
Oh my
That's not
god.
true, is it?
Zach's got
All
it.
right. What did Mikey say? Anyway, I started playing Mother 3, which is pretty poggers after the GBA file not working on my DSi, which is fucking. Well, I mean, I've been wanting to play Mother 3 for a while. It's really funny because you look up reviews online and like the whole Mother franchise is rated very highly, but then you like ask people like where to start and they're like just do Mother 3. Like just skip Earthbound. It's okay.
I want to talk about something that has been talked about a little bit in the general chat. The Dungeon Meshi anime came out. First episode.
Woohoo.
Real quick, before we talk about the Dungeon Meshi anime, do I get a heart piece for doing this really well, or?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Probably rupees at least.
Well, he just said 1 rupee for every 2, so I'm not doing that.
It's a job.
Pussy.
Silverin said yes. I'm assuming that response is for the thing, but not sure if you can get it now.
A
Okay.
fart piece, if you will.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
I was actually very.
That's what I call Taco Bell.
I was actually very happy with the first episode of Dungeon Meshi. I was actually going
I
to
was too.
watch. I was gonna watch the dub with my dad since my dad can't watch subs.
He thinks it's cringe. The Japanese people's language.
I mean, you're not super
He
far off. I
looks at
guess.
them and he's like, "I'll never forgive those Japs to what they did in Pearl Harbor to
Oh my
us."
What's the line that Joseph says, Grant, where it's like, I will never forgive the Japanese, where it's literally just in response to them like marrying his daughter.
Yeah.
It's just,
Those Japanese filth. I can't believe what they did. Especially what they did in Nagasaki.
What they did?
What they did in Nagasaki. How dare they do that to themselves?
That's fucked up.
are you?
Why would you do that?
I love
Hundreds
the.
of thousands of innocents.
I love the new bit of you impersonating an alternate reality. Fuck it. What's his name? The guy who did
Your dad.
InfoWars.
Your dad.
No, what's the name of the guy who did InfoWars?
Yeah, your dad.
Please don't do this.
From what?
InfoWars. He was the
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, an alternate reality Alex Jones, where he was around during the end of World War II, and he called Hiroshima and Nagasaki to false flag operations. Holy fuck!
I don't know why you're trying to. I don't know why you're trying to separate yourself
Adrian,
from
do you
your
mind?
dad. What? Zach Jones, Alex Jones, it's right there.
That's not.
Pretty
What the
terrible
fuck are you
pick.
talking about?
It's your last name. I'm
I think
doxing
it's
your last
called
name on
a-
I'm
stream. Zach
doxing your
Jones.
last name. Little Rupee.
Not to be confused with Fred Jones from the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah, that's your little cousin,
Treasure.
right?
Yeah. Treasure.
Or Michael Jones, formerly known as the Rage Gamer.
Or Osmosis Jones, that guy that keeps crawling around inside you.
He's inside you, Zach.
He's inside you. I'm in your body.
Ew,
I'm in your body.
icky.
I'm in your veins.
Maybe you think so.
Grant,
Oh my god.
who
You don't want Osmosis
What
Jones
the
in your
hell?
walls?
Did you see that sick jump Toon Link just did?
Yeah.
Hell.
Somersaulting to jump and to catch the ledge.
Aw.
And we'll never do it again.
I
it'll
genuinely
never be
do not think
replicated
I'd be able to
again.
do that again if I tried. Zach has a man
Yeah.
inside him? God, I wish.
Oh my god.
If he plays his cards right.
But yeah, the Dungeon Meshi anime is pretty good. I will say that I think overall the sub voice acting is better, but I do also still like the dub because of the recognizable voices that I really like.
That's fair. What the fuck is with this? What the hell is
I will
this
say
door?
the picture you posted of the side by side
Shots
the
from
drawing
the
versus
shots
the-
from the anime versus
Yeah,
from the
anime.
manga.
I was like, that's pretty good.
It's good, yeah. This guy's pondering his orb over here.
Oh,
There's a
Lord,
higher
Conrad.
chance I'll probably end up actually watching this thing because I just had a really hard time reading it just because of how dense the dialogue bubbles were. But since there's no dialogue bubbles and people are just talking,
The English voice actor has for Elias, the main character, is one Damian Haas of Smosh fame and also Disney Channel fame and also Fire Emblem fame. He's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
I like. I think. I like.
Someone's in it.
Yeah, Sungwon is Senshi, which I will say, Sungwon does a good job, but the Japanese voice actor does a great job. The Japanese voice actor is perfect.
Yeah, I usually default to sub anyway, so it'll be pretty good then.
I will say that localization-wise, it does feel like almost exactly one-to-one, but in a way that isn't super gracefully translated. Like, it has a lot of weird Japaneseisms in, like, the syntax that they use and phrasing that they probably could have made sound a little more natural, but they didn't. They just went extremely faithful with it, like, as far as, like, the way the words and sentences are structured. But yeah, I mean, it's still good. I still really like it. But yeah,
Is
Senshi's
anyone
voice
else
actor is
bothered
perfect.
by like localization? Normally, as long as it's like legible, like I understand what they're saying, I really don't
Legible?
have any issues.
It's comprehensible. It's just that it's a little bit like unnatural sounding because it's so accurate to like the Japanese script.
The thing that it is, sorry for this slight tangent, I guess, but like the thing that ended up catching me a couple times in the episode was timings on like line delivery, where it's like, I guess it's just because obviously you can, because in a manga you're only seeing like snippets of a scene, obviously, right? Because that's how print media works. Whereas in the anime they have to animate the whole thing. So like, I can't remember the exact moment, but there was like a couple jokes from episode 1 where in my mind from the manga there was like a pause and then the punchline would come out or whatever, but in the anime they just said the punchline immediately, and it's like, I guess that makes more sense from like a conversational standpoint, but I don't know, I thought it was a little funnier if you gave like a brief pause or something like that. And also, what the fuck was with the bit crushed zoom in on what's her
I liked that. I thought that
I
was
guess
great.
that's
I wish
directing
that it
then, right?
wasn't. I wish that it wasn't fucking lower resolution.
I think that adds to it, frankly. I think that's part of the humor. I really like that part.
If you say so, but at the
I
same
was gonna
time,
say,
woof.
I know I'm not alone on this. There are a lot of people who think that was a good way to go about it, where it's specifically part of the humor. But yeah.
Am I stupid? Can someone tell me what am I supposed to be doing?
Talk to Medley again? I don't remember.
Okay, I guess I'll
There's
talk-
the elder that you have to talk to at some point. You have to see the weird guy in his hole. Then you have to talk to Medley or something. Not in any specific order. I just know those are things you have to do before you can get to the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
unless I just don't remember what the elder looks like. I thought I already talked to him, but maybe not.
Right now, what you need to progress is you need medley. Oh,
After you've
there you
spoken
go.
with Prince Kamali. Okay.
Yeah, so you've spoken to Prince Kamali. Okay, yeah. So
Didn't I just do that?
you did just
Yeah,
do
I think
that.
So go in then.
So go.
Please come to the entrance of Dragon. Yeah, go to
Yeah.
that door past.
Go now.
Go, you
Ah!
flying fool.
But yeah, the reason you need to do I mean, basically the thing that you need to do right now is get Medley to be there so you can use her bird wings to boost you up and get the ladder.
Roost on.
It's true.
So yeah,
Oh,
you
wait.
need to go
Sorry,
down
not
through
this
that
one.
the thing with the 5 little
Those
squinty
are
bombs.
downstairs.
So I have to go back down
Malnourished
there again.
bombs. Also, you don't have a bottle yet, do you?
I don't have a what?
Where'd you get the bottle from Medley?
What you used to drink water, you know?
It's true.
Or do you have a bottle, or do you just not assign it to a thing yet?
I don't think I have a bottle.
Oh, they're very important.
I mean, I believe it, but I just don't have one. See, is what I got.
Bottles?
Doesn't
That's
there's
a
a
bottle.
There's a tab that says bottles. Do you have any?
Oh,
Oh, tingle
No.
bottles. Okay. That should say tingle, not bottles, because
See,
bottles
'cause
are a
that's a
really important
tingle
key
bottle.
item. Yeah.
Tingle bottle.
Unfortunately, you can't use Tingle's bottle for anything but tingling.
Damn it.
That's
see,
unfortunate.
is this not where I'm
That's
supposed
the
to be?
entrance. Try going down there.
You can jump
Oh.
down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was down here earlier, and then nothing happened.
Maybe it didn't register that you talked to Prince Kamali yet.
I thought
I
go
was gonna say,
twice.
You might. I mean, he's a weird guy pondering his orb. Maybe you have to like be persistent and annoying at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a fucking orb
You
obsessed
gotta out
weirdo.
weird him. You gotta out
Anyway,
weird him. Just
so
stare at him long
as
enough.
I said with my initial message in the general chat or whatever, but I am so happy that Dungeon Meshi is getting weekly episodes instead of batch releases, because like I don't
That
know,
is healthier for it.
I genuinely feel like that's one of the things that killed JoJo's season 6. You know?
I was gonna say that's how you sustain hype for something, rather than just have it like all come at once and then there's nothing left.
Have it all what?
You heard me. Have it all ejaculate at once and empty its proverbial balls out of the fandom.
Yes!
In order for a fan to be healthy, it must edge.
He must edge.
It must edge. All right.
All right. Hello. Yeah.
Oh, I think you have to show this kid something.
Okay.
What do you have in
Have
your
a letter or
inventory?
something?
It's coming back to me now. Yeah, check your letter bag.
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to show him
There you
this
go.
letter. There you
Yes.
go. And then assign it to a hotkey.
There you go.
And I have to lock onto him and then show him.
Letter.
Show him some shit.
Okay. Maybe I didn't know because obviously I wasn't really paying attention last one. That probably wouldn't have been a great time to stop then. I probably should have delivered the letter and then stopped the stream.
That's fine. What are they gonna do? Kill you?
Nosy. Stay away from my orb!
And it's like, and you can't say the same thing about me because I got a
My
beak, not a
orb.
nose.
What if he just took the beak out of his face and it was a piece of the Triforce?
The beak was specifically.
You pull it out and there's a giant empty triangle-shaped socket in his face. It's like, that's my deformity. Don't look at it.
What noise do you think it would make if you pulled out the beak? Do you think it? Yeah, I'm about to say. I think it would be like a.
Whoa.
It would definitely leave thick, slimy, viscous trails as you pulled it out.
I agree.
Awesome.
All right.
The hole
do
would pulse
agree.
slightly in the socket.
I do agree with Mikey, Zach. You should have sang that as soon as you got that letter.
I'm not gonna do that.
You should have.
I'm not gonna.
But yeah, the voice actress in Japanese for Marcella is actually perfect. I think that she does a phenomenal job. But the voice actress in English is apparently the same actress for Nami in the Netflix One Piece adaptation.
I believe that.
But I don't think she does as good a job, frankly. I feel like she doesn't capture not like Marcel's incredibly fail girl energy as much, you know? She's not as panicky, she's not as over the top, she's not as pathetic.
She's not as cringe.
She's not as cringe, and that's really important to Marcel's character that she's cringe. She has to be cringe. You understand, right, Zach?
You have to
She
be
does have to
cringe.
be She, once again, I never really understood the whole like fail girl thing. She does have to be cringe though.
She has to be cringe.
She has to be cringe. Lias has to be a fucked up weirdo. Although I will say, and I kind of said this as I was reading Dungeon Meshi, but like, God, what's the name of the author again?
Ryoko Kui.
Yeah, Kui. The didn't really figure out a lot of the nuances of the characters right off the bat. Obviously, they start off kind of like pseudo generic because like. When I'm watching that first episode and it's like, I'm going to go back into the dungeon alone, and Marcel and Chilchuck say, we're going with you. I'm like, fucking Chuck wouldn't say that. He'd be like, all right, bye, and then leave.
I mean, it explains later, you know.
Kinda.
No, I'd say it's pretty explained. He has multiple reasons why he doesn't just leave.
I'm, once again, sure, but they just got their fucking ass handed to them by a red dragon. It's not even, because, like, his reasons for not wanting to go home are multitudinous, sure, but the point of the matter is that he can find better work very
right,
easily.
But it's not about the work to him. You're thinking about this too pragmatically, which is usually what children is, but not always, and that's the important issue. He's not always just pragmatism. He just usually is.
Was her eyes always red?
Yes.
I was just about to say, just stare deep into her crimson eyes.
I thought I could have swore
shining,
her eyes were like brown a second ago, and they just turned red like I upset her.
What'd you say?
There is no reflection. She is
Also, did you catch that really important dialogue, Zach?
No.
Great.
She told you to pick her up and then throw her.
Well, I just said the important dialogue again in case you missed it.
I love throwing women.
Nope.
No, you
Okay.
fool.
Oh my god, you just heard
Did you
her.
catch it either time? There, she's saying it again.
Can I change the direction of the wind first?
Gee, if only you had some sort of waker to do that with.
Does he remember?
Does he remember, chat? Does he?
No.
Remember?
Yeah, does he know?
Fucking
He's
absolutely
gonna have to
not.
go into his inventory and look
I
up the
definitely don't
formula.
remember either. Silver says the goal is beating the Game Grumps playthrough time, right?
Oh,
That's our
absolutely
goal.
not. Well, I don't know. Like, the Game Grumps playthrough time was quite long for Wind Waker, but also, didn't they 100% it, I thought?
Fuck no, they didn't.
Oh, I thought they did.
There's just one really grindy long section of this game. Also, it doesn't help that Aaron died repeatedly and had to redo a lot of parts.
And he's bad at video games.
True.
Are you bad at video games,
The arrow,
Zach?
go to the
I try
right.
not to.
Okay.
Does Zach remember how to
Thank you for
switch?
trying.
Sail, Pirate's Charm.
It should tell you what your songs are somewhere. I don't know this newfangled fucking remake menu though. It did in the original.
It should have a tutorial section somewhere.
It's supposed to tell you what songs you have available, and you should be able to check them. But I guess this game is cruel and mean. And this... Hold, traveler.
Okay.
Gyroscope. Okay. Well,
Treasure? No, those are just charts. for the
Treasure.
Map.
I'm surprised it doesn't tell you on the menu that has
Treasure.
your Wind Waker. Like on the key items menu, I'm surprised it doesn't tell you there.
Nope.
Well,
Did someone...
I guess you'll have,
awkward.
you'll have to do this the hard way then.
Okay.
Also, you need to stand on the ledge. Don't just be on the floor.
Why?
Because he doesn't have enough height.
What do you mean? What the fuck did that have to do with anything? It's a magic wand.
No, I meant to throw her.
No.
Oh.
Back in my day, we had to remember stuff.
Close, but
I believe
also
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's a different song.
There you go.
There you go.
Wait, how do I know which direction it is right now? Oh, wait, isn't that correct?
It's changing rapidly. Right now, quickly.
Woo,
Grab the girl.
Get it!
Throw her ass.
Throw her ass! Yeah!
Good job.
She did it. Valoo.
It's a bottle.
Hey, Mr. A bottle of water.
You got the empty bottle.
Oh, just empty.
Dick.
Here's this Dasani that I'm done with. Please throw this away.
Da 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 da.
You got the empty Dasani.
Okay.
All right.
You take damage while holding it.
No, you take damage when you fill it with water and then use it.
There you go.
Okay, so I can do this. Okay. But why? what does that
I don't know.
what does that
on X.
accomplish?
It's on
Maybe
X, actually.
if only there was some malnourished plants you could feed this water to.
Conveniently
okay.
placed water. I love conveniently placed water.
Also, I don't know about you guys, but I have mixed feelings in the anime when the narrator does the little creepy like chant like dungeon mish.
Dungeon fuck. Dungeon.
And then the translation is
down
even
there,
more
get more water.
stilted. Delicious in dungeon.
Yes.
By the way,
It's really weird.
by the way, is the name Delicious in Dungeon supposed to be D&D?
I guess.
Because I know the N, quote unquote N, is for and, but it's D&D, such as Delicious in Dungeon. You know, I almost feel like that's what it was for. But I always just
probably
call it
makes
Dungeon Meshy because I think Delicious in Dungeon is not as good of a name.
I think the same thing. Also, careful not to throw it in the water to extinguish it. You need to throw it on the rock. There you go.
Nice.
Good job.
Like, call me a badass like you.
I'm basically the toughest guy in my
I'm
class.
I'm basically the
Yeah.
toughest motherfucker that's ever been on stream. I'll fight Grant. He gets punched for a living.
I'm basically the
no.
strongest guy in my class.
I'm basically the strongest guy in my bedroom right now. I look around, there's like a guy.
In his one student class, yeah.
My dad says I'm the richest guy in town, so.
That's pretty cool.
All right, you ready for this puzzle that gave me way too much trouble, like way more than it should have when I was a kid? Look at this puzzle. Can you do it, Zach? Can you do it? Ooh, it's one failed attempt. Let's see the next one. All right, let's see it. Oh,
I think I
and
won.
he gets it.
But whatever I say.
All right,
stands.
nope, not gonna do it. Not even close.
Almost
Completely
there.
off base.
Almost there.
No,
Oh,
completely
no.
wrong. Incorrect. This guy's awful at this. What a sleep champ streamer.
What a sleep.
Can I
Just
can I
make up-
even
just make up
Oh wait, you
emojis.
can like you can oh well that's my bad.
Proceeds to
Wow,
throw
he
it.
messed
What
it
an
up again.
absolute bombful performance.
Did
No,
you say bomb?
What the
Missed it.
hell?
Is that what you just said?
nothing. This
Yeah,
guy is
but-
bombing live on stream.
Oh.
Oh,
my
oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Ooh.
All right, we're about a third way through the stream, guys.
Going on. You add another one to that.
Am I
count.
insane?
fails.
All right, well.
Oh,
that's all I
my
have.
God.
See you guys
Another
next week.
He said,
See you guys next week.
This is
What was that
fucking
about Game Grumps?
impossible.
All right, this last one's for Zach's entire channel. If he doesn't get it, no.
Oh!
Okay.
That was almost awesome.
Didn't even get to say the wager. All right, this time the wager is if Zach misses this, then I get all of Zach's fingers.
No! I need those!
Lucky.
All right, you can have them on loan, but you owe me.
Alone. Dude, what the fuck? Am I crazy?
You are crazy, actually.
I don't understand why it's not. What the fuck? I can't make it go any
You'll get
shallower.
a chat, I believe.
He'll get it eventually. He just
Mikey
has to
says if you
figure
don't
it
get this,
out.
he gets your shirt.
No, I like
You're
my
sure?
flannel.
Almost had it. You
Oh my
almost
fucking-
figured it
You missed
out.
Oh my fucking
You
Christ.
almost had it, guys. Nope, not nothing. Airball. Complete
It's
miss.
still here.
Hey,
Do
this-
not trust this guy to do a layup.
Oh
Oh
my
no,
God!
so
Hey.
touched the
Close.
rim.
Are you
Edging so low.
butt fucking me? What the hell?
No, but this game is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Hey!
He did
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
There we go. Good golly.
That hurt.
Jesus.
All right, now let's see if we can do this basic pushing blocks puzzle. This time there's no physics involved, it's just your mind.
I like these guys.
There's no
Your mind
physics.
physics.
That's
like
me.
I like
That's
physics.
me, Zach, and Grant.
Which one's Grant?
That's me and Grant on the left side because we're both Asian, and that's Zach on the right side because he's got facial hair.
I guess that's kind of true.
It's the mustache.
It's the mustache. There he is.
But
It's
the
Grant
mustache.
Zach.
But you all have mustaches.
No.
Can I pull?
Well, you're the only one that has an on
I
your
can't.
nose.
Nice.
This pushing puzzle that's literally impossible to fail. The game saw that as so insignificant, it didn't even give you the jingle.
That's why I did it.
More combat? You ready for more
How do you
combat?
lock
Now
on
have your
again?
sword.
ZL, whatever that
Have your
is.
sword out.
Two.
To
That was some cool shit, right?
fix something.
Chat, he's giving him the business.
Oh, you didn't get the cool slice. You missed your cool chance.
There was a what?
When you
Cool
lock onto an
chance.
enemy with your sword out and you wait, you have a chance to do a really cool parry attack that like insta kills them.
Oh.
And you have to press A with good timing. Otherwise, you have to sit there and Don't. You need those.
I need what?
All right, chat. Let him figure it out.
What?
It's over.
What's this thing?
That's the fast travel
Find
cauldron.
out.
It fast travels you back if you find another cauldron later in the dungeon.
Oh, I thought I thought it would just fast travel me to where I just was.
I mean, it technically did.
It did.
Dude, Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god. I can just see it.
There
Except
go.
you can't take
Back
sticks
there
into your
again.
inventory. These sticks are transient. Not
Good for
permanent.
them.
Yeah.
How do I throw? Oh, B. There you go.
What an arm.
An arm and a leg.
A small key.
Okay.
Did you know that the canonical reason that Link expends small keys is because
Was that
after
a-
he's done
was
with
that
them,
a
he
fetus?
sticks them up their butt?
Oh,
My god.
What the fuck?
what
It's like a dragon fetus.
the fuck?
That's what fetuses look like. They're all like coiled up. But this one's like a dragon.
Talk about Rorschach, am I right?
Roar shark?
There.
Is
Yeah,
that
I see a shark
is that the
fighting my
is
parents.
that the
Shark, by the way.
is that the aquatic version?
Yeah.
I see a shark fighting my parents.
Rorschach should. I'm definitely gonna add that to the bestiary that I make one day. A Rorschach is just gonna be a shark with a bunch of like moving black and white patterns that hypnotizes you as soon as you look at it.
It's a shark made of ink.
Shark made
I was gonna
stink.
say what I thought the name of that would be, but I don't want anybody accusing me of nothing.
Well,
So, Banter topic, do you have any hopes for the upcoming Mario Thousand Year Door remake? People are saying it's less of a remake and more of a Wind Waker HD with better visuals. I mean, that's what it looks like based on the trailer, is that it's just, it's just the same game, but HD. I don't know. I don't really know if there's anything that I would... Because they didn't... Like, I know they fixed some stuff in Wind Waker HD, but I wouldn't expect them to really add much to Thousand Year Door. Maybe some references to like more modern Nintendo products, but for the most part, I think it'll be just normal.
you know what I would like them to do with Thousand Year Door?
What's that?
Take it as a hint and make more games like it.
Agreed.
Make some more good Paper Mario games that aren't garbage.
We want the game called 500 Hallways, please. Okay.
We want companions that actually have personality and help us in combat again. And we want badges that we can take with us permanently.
We
I
wanna
want a
level
plot
up.
we want a plot that does not revolve around the fact that Paper Mario is 2D. I know it's in the name, but it actually does not have that much plot significance in the games that originated it.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Like literally it's not really pointed out besides the curses in Thousand Year Door, and I'm pretty sure it's most of the same in fucking original. I don't even know if the original points out that fact at all.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't realize. Oh, okay.
I had some on my mind for a long time, but yeah, I don't know. I really hate the fact that like the new games are obsessed with, oh well, it's Paper Mario's, you have to emphasize the paper part. No, the original games didn't do that. They barely cared at all.
Agreed.
It was just Mario that just so happened to be paper.
Yeah, it was just a stylistic choice. It wasn't a fucking plot point. And now they've turned it into a core staple part of the game's entire concept is that we have to make the plot about paper somehow.
What do you mean? You don't want more paper jokes?
Ugh.
I think that answers your question, Mikey.
What the hell is
Paper
this?
barely even know
It's
her.
a choo-choo. Duh.
What the heck is
You
even
know the
that?
ones that the one that drives the train, Zach?
Yeah.
You know the Japanese onomatopoeia for kiss?
Choo.
Yeah, there you go.
Choo choo. It's almost like the original name was Mario Story since it focused on story.
Who could have guessed? But yeah. Also, speaking of remakes, I have to make some fucking diagrams for this. But
I'm so bored.
I've been looking at footage of the Superstar Saga remake, and I have to say, some of the animations are good, but some of them I think are genuinely like worse. Like there are ways that certain things are animated in the two games that I think make the original game actually better looking.
The game didn't sell too well, though, did it?
The remake or the original?
The remake
remake.
did not sell very well.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sold it
so-
sold worse than the Bowser's Inside Story one, which already didn't sell very well.
You need to use a big weapon to cut through those planks.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm hitting the wrong button.
I'm gonna say the buttons for handling
Now Link's
like
turned
enemy
into
weapons in
Cloud.
this game genuinely are frustrating. I'd say it's not a good part of this game.
Achoo! That worked. I don't get any more
Thanks,
chew
guys.
jelly?
They don't always drop it, just sometimes.
The Bowser's Inside Story remake was what killed Alpha Dream. That's more or less correct, actually.
Rip Alpha Dream.
They put rest in peace Alpha Dream. It's so sad. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just readjusting myself. Yeah. Pick up. No, pick up. Thank you. You know what? Since we're just making our way downtown, let's go through banter topics
Walking
since I know we have some. Dude, I love these chews. I wish that this is what they look like in Breath of the Wild. They look so goofy.
They're fun.
Zach, you've done your posture check. Someone else has asked you to do something.
You mean someone else? It's you. I see you say hydrate. I can't go get water, and also I think I accidentally backwashed into this, which I don't think I've ever done before.
Let me do a
How
taste
dare
test.
you?
All right, Grant, here you go.
Thanks, man.
Are we playing Superstar Saga? Is that a thing we were planning on doing?
I'm gonna say some of these we've already done.
I forget if I
Damn,
mentioned this
that's
previous
funny.
stream. Do you plan on doing co-op playthrough with Saba, like through Parsec, where Saba does Luigi's B button commands? We could do that. Doesn't that make the game way easier though? Since it would be because like the whole point of like the whole challenge of the game is that you have to manage both characters with individual buttons. So I don't know. We could, I guess, but
I think
it'd be a fun
if you're
thing.
gonna do that with partners in time, because those 4 buttons is genuinely harder to do.
okay, maybe that one.
You have Saba do the babies.
Yeah.
Although I will say, I feel like the babies have a lot more time where they're alone from the adults, and you have to play as them compared to the adults.
Yeah, the adults you don't get much time. Babies are always fucking alone.
Yeah.
Babies.
Am I insane? Where am I supposed to? Isn't this where I just came from? Did I get something? Am
I'll
I?
also remind you, Parsec is not perfect.
Don't you have a new
So like I could
key?
be lagging like a good
Did I get
chunk
a
of the
key?
time.
That's the
maybe
fun
I can
part.
Fix that though. I'll try.
It should. It should.
Exactly, Grant.
It should be. It should definitely be noted. Parsec is still incredible technology. Obviously, everybody's able to
for sure.
watch me play the game right now. But it is. It should be noted that like as more and more people learn that Parsec is great, it means that they're putting more loads on their servers. Which, to be fair, no one has to pay for. Genuinely, if I actually made any money from this goddamn stream, I think one of the first things I would do is I would get a Parsec subscription. So that way we could get the priority on the servers and stuff.
Sure.
God, I love these things.
They
They're
just
so
remind
good.
me of Wobbuffets. This would make them amazing. Except one of them doesn't have lipstick.
Yeah.
How much is a Parsec sub, by
That's
the way?
true.
I believe it's like $30 for no. God, I'd have to think. There was like a package thing that they had a while ago where it was like $30 for like 3 months or something. And you could renew that over and over, but I don't know if they still have that. But I need to wait. Did you drop a bigger axe? I don't think so.
I just did. There was just that club there. I don't think it's fine.
What the hell?
Maybe you have to throw it.
What kind of evil shit is that? Go! Oh.
I was just about to say, I don't think you're strong enough to throw all the way across.
You could do that on the original game through the GameCube's Game Boy player and a second controller. Okay, that sounds interesting. But yeah, sorry. So, Grant, do we have any better topics? Yes, no? YN?
Pretty sure.
I mean, we do. I'm trying to go through the ones that, because some of these are still marked,
Oh, are they?
and I'm not sure which ones we have done. Adrian, what likable traits have our main characters had?
Okay, I've had this for a while.
While you're doing that, I'm
found-
going to go through the banter topics and unmark the ones that we did already.
I found a list of. Okay, hang on. There was some guy who wrote like a guide on making characters, and one of them was he made a list of traits that make a character likable, and said that ideally there's 8 of them, but for a likable character, you ideally only need 5.
At the same time?
Yeah.
I guess these are pretty, like, common enough. Like, encompass.
So yeah.
Hey,
Let me
real
see if I
quick,
can get a
real quick,
screenshot.
as you're getting in there. Grant, did we do your thing of finally I sat down and did it?
No.
Do you just not want to talk about that?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's weird if I choose my own.
What the fuck? That's literally all Adrian does.
Oh.
I asked
Okay.
Adrian for a banter topic, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna skip over 6 of Zach's, 1 of Saba's, and just do 4 of mine in a row."
Yes. Because I'm the one that has these topics in mind, so I feel like it makes sense for me to leave
It makes
them. But
sense for you to want to talk about your own subject. It's fine, but
We finish this one,
yeah,
and
let's
then we
do
can
this.
do Grant.
Anyway, I was wrong. There's 9 traits. And
Okay.
the guide said
who
you need
is
5 of-
who is the guy who wrote this, by the way?
let me
Is it just like a guy, or does he have some sort of pedigree?
It was like some sort of like famous writer or something. Let me see if I can find his name.
Pedigree.
Blah, 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 main character.
Wow, that goes
Anderson.
crazy far.
Oh my god, it's the boat noises.
Eric Edson.
Eric Eds.
When will it end?
He's a screenwriter. He did a bunch of stuff, but
We did some things.
he did some things. Anyway, these are the 9 traits that he said make character likable, and was it 4 or 5? He says this is a secret formula, quote unquote, a Krabby Patty's secret formula, if you will.
Ooh, Krabby Patty.
So here is the list,
Look at Link's expression is amazing.
and there's either 4 or 5 that you need to make a character that's likable.
Okay.
For us to feel like a character is
Unfair
likable.
injury?
They just need 5, yeah. So unfair injury doesn't necessarily mean physical, but like has to be like something that puts them at disadvantage unfairly.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we say by skill? Like they're just good at something?
Yes, they're good at something that ideally is relevant to the plot.
Number 6 seems like something that just happens. Like That's what conflict is, right?
I mean, not always.
Oh, Link's just dead.
There's a lot of like mundane stories that aren't exactly in like danger, but like, you know,
I guess. Okay.
there's like
I'll
slice of
let
life stuff or like, you know,
Well, because
soap operas that have, like,
in danger is a really easy way of like getting you behind somebody's cause. Because like most of the time, Phoenix Wright isn't in danger, but what is in danger is his career, hypothetically.
right.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But that's all still in danger, right?
Yeah.
Right, but I
I'm
guess
assuming they're talking about like a physical.
I was gonna say this is to all the characters. So like, if there's a character in a story that's like a side character that's not in danger, you're not gonna feel, you know, as much for them for that reason because they're not in danger. Like, how often do you feel for Larry Butts even though he's not usually in danger for that reason? Like,
Larry's
if
in a
you like Larry
likable
Butts,
character.
I was gonna say, if you like Larry Butts, it's not because he's always in danger, you know?
You like him because his last name is
Okay.
Butts.
Okay, I think it's
Yeah, exactly. Like, Phoenix Wright is in danger frequently, but not all the characters in his story are in
What
danger
the
frequently.
fuck? Obsessed?
Yeah, if the character is like obsessed with like a
obsessed
cause,
with like revenge.
like that can be a
yeah,
likable
that's what
feature.
I was
Obviously, again, to make them likable, you need other traits from this list, but
Totally.
obsessed can contribute to that.
What's going on?
Hold on.
So like, I want to count through and see how many of our protagonists had how many of these features.
Okay, sure.
So like, I guess we can start with Link in this story.
Link
He's
is
obviously courageous.
Link is obviously courageous. He obviously has skill.
He's
Depending
funny.
on
He's extremely funny.
He is funny. Yeah.
he is funny through the context of the writing, but very funny.
I was
Where
gonna say also his
He is in
expressions.
danger constantly.
he is
also-
obviously in danger. I don't know.
And he's
Just
hardworking.
plain nice is kind of weird to me because I feel like just plain nice also fits heroic. Because
I mean,
Link is enormously heroic.
I guess I will say, because the character is playing him, I don't know if you can give this Link just plain nice for granted, because he's not explicitly written as a sweetheart that goes out. He does whatever the player says. So I don't know if you can give him that necessarily. Heroic is different from just plain nice. I feel like heroic is like completely voluntary, go out of your way to do stuff, whereas plain nice is just like,
Welcome back. Grant.
it's similar, but like, I don't know. It's not as grand, I guess, or not as obligated.
Well, we have hardworking and
He's definitely loved by his grandma and sister for sure. So ding ding ding.
when he
five of
has
them,
family
at least.
members, his family members do love him.
He actually has 6 for sure, I would say. So, likable.
Hell, these things
Finally
have so many rubles.
destroy the rats.
What other character protagonists have we had? I guess Phoenix Wright would be a good one.
We do Phoenix, right?
I would say he's pretty courageous.
Is he courageous or is he just kind of like tenacious? I guess. Like, I don't know if he's necessarily like a brave individual, but he certainly doesn't stop.
I was gonna
He's
say
dedicated, maybe.
He's
He's not
dedicated.
pretty
Sure.
dedicated.
he's super. I mean, he's obviously extremely skillful, and counting the second game, he
Oh
does,
yeah, very.
at least for the
skillful.
start of the second game, he does get a completely unfair injury.
That is true. Just head trauma immediately.
So at the very
He is
least,
funny.
unfair injury skill. He's
He is
super
funny, just inherently.
I would say that he is nice by virtue of having to tolerate Maya and all the other lunatics around him.
I was just like, I would say he's nice enough to let Maya walk all over
He's
him when it
comparatively
comes to a couple of
nice
things.
for his universe.
He's hardworking as well.
He does
Love
get put in
Maya.
danger in later games, like when the stakes ramp up really high. Of
Would
losing
you
his job
say
and all
that
stuff.
Phoenix Wright is obsessed with like?
He's
Justice
obsessed
and, like,
with
the truth.
justice and like the truth.
Yeah.
I would actually say, he's obsessed with Edgeworth.
Well, I mean that's different.
As
Yeah.
it should be.
I would say that
Why?
Edgeworth is more obsessed with justice than Phoenix is, to be frank.
Can
Like,
I
Edgeworth has a whole
actually
thing about that.
Awareness,
can I actually springboard off of this a little bit? I don't like Maya that much, but I do love Pearl. Can we do this assessment with both of them to see whether or not this actually does fit? Because I dislike Maya because she just seems ungrateful and kind of useless within the context of the video game, whereas Pearl is just like Pearl shows up is that game 3 that she shows up, right?
Isn't Maya though like essential for the last game?
once
terms of, like,
again,
she's-
her role within the story is like fair, but it's like, how many times does Maya go, like there's so many times where Maya has the sentiment of like, I'll save the day, or like, we're gonna do it together, Phoenix. All right, now go get him. You know, like she, you know, or it's like 9 out of 10 jokes out of her mouth are about how much she wants a burger. You know,
I will say the burger stuff is a little annoying, being like, okay, let's go get food and you're gonna pay for it, Phoenix. I'm like, Maya, you can't just be spending his money.
I mean, on the one hand, yes, but also on the other hand, she is still literally a child who doesn't have a job.
Maya? I guess that's true. It is
Like,
weird.
I
It
don't
is
know.
weird to
I-
think that Phoenix is just like an adult ass. What the fuck was that?
I'm willing to
It is
forgive
weird
her
to
for
think
that
that
because
Phoenix is like an adult ass adult, which
I was
makes
gonna say,
sense
I'm
because he had to
willing-
graduate. But
I'm more or less willing to forgive her because whenever she's with Phoenix, she's basically living with Phoenix for that duration of time, and she has no other adult to turn to for
Oh, the
food.
bats.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. You know what? I guess you do make sense with that because it's like she does have family-ish. Like isn't she like the matron of the family now?
Aside from
Isn't
Pearl, her family kind of fucking
like
sucks.
Pearl's better? Like everyone's like, oh, Pearl's our
Well, that
darling,
was
and Maya,
the
you're kind of, like,
evil
useless.
aunt was saying that. Yes.
I was gonna say her other sister's dead.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, that is true.
Oh, that's something. That's something that's not on here. Fucking attractive. Saba liking Darkrai because she's into that fucking goth boy energy.
What are you talking about? It's because he's a sympathetic character, okay?
You're a simp.
She's a simp.
In that one movie
I think that
that
what this
encompasses his
list,
full personality.
I think what this list intends is that if they have 5 of these traits, then like most people will like
We'll
the
find them
character.
likable.
I was gonna say, whereas like you don't need all of them to be likable. It's just you might only be likable to certain niches, as opposed to like having like more broad appeal.
I do genuinely find it weird though that there isn't like a thing on here because like there are so many characters, especially within like anime and stuff. I dropped it instead of throwing it, by the way. There are so many characters,
Thank you
especially
for letting
within
us
like
know.
anime and video games, that are just like wretched pieces of shit, but they're hot, so the fan base is like, yeah.
I mean, I would say that like that's more just a testament to how horny people are, because like you said, a lot
But
of
that
those
would
characters
still
are
make
wretched
them
pieces of
likable,
shit.
though. Like, by definition, people like them, so they are likable.
I don't know. If you explain the concept of character to those to people that don't know what they look like, they probably wouldn't like them.
That is true, I suppose.
I guess it's on a conceptual level. If you wanted to, you could probably add attractive onto that list.
Like, because it is funny, because like one of the quintessential examples in my mind is like Viken from fucking Guilty Gear, right? Where it's like, not only, yeah, obviously super hot, super cool character archetype or whatever, but then you start getting into her lore and backstory, and she's courageous. She has an unfair injury. She has an enormous amount of skill. She's sassy as hell. She's obsessed with, like, avenging those who have been wronged. So, like, she fits almost every single fucking thing on this category, and it's just funny where...
I don't see sassy on here.
Huh?
I guess that counts as funny. I don't see sassy on this
well,
list,
like,
but...
she's sassy, which is funny.
Okay.
Like, once again, like Link's expressions are funny for sure, but that's not Link the character. That's the people who made Link in the video game gave him funny expressions. You know, the
so
funny.
this Link in particular is funny because that's how they
not
made
every
Like, there's
Link is
no
funny, I don't think.
I can't even like, except for maybe the fucking Zelda CDI Link. I can't think of a single Link who's like a comedian.
Toon Link, I guess, is funny.
Toon Link is
regular
funny.
Link is like
Fucking
more serious and hardworking.
the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Link is funny because some of the responses that you can give to people that ask you questions are straight up Link just fucking with them.
I am he.
That was
I am
good.
he. Or what's the... Gee, what the hell?
What?
What
You
the,
just disturbed him. He was hiding there. You
what
fucking
the hell is
creep.
wrong with that guy?
Wow.
He
Dude, you
heard
just
of a
destroyed that
guy
guy's
coming
house.
and like slashing and murdering
that guy's
everyone.
house,
so he hid
dude.
in the pot.
You jerk.
You can't believe you just murdered that man.
Roll into the wall and
He's
knock it
taking
off.
a nap.
Remember what the
Oh,
old man
yes.
taught you? You forgot the old man's teachings already, Zach?
Old man's teaching to break
One
shit.
week and you've forgotten everything.
I actually can't donk it. Oh, there we go. What the hell?
And
Stop destroying people's
on your
houses.
head.
He was living there. He was
That was his
happy.
house.
And
He
then
had
I
a
s-
mortgage on that.
And then I stabbed him
Oh
in
my
the brain.
gosh.
How dare you?
Let's do more characters. I actually
Well, it's
I actually
fine, yeah.
like this bit. I think this is a good bit.
What other like
Zach, we should
protagonist
do
characters have we had?
Obo and Don, Zach. That's what we should do.
Wait, okay,
From
but to be
Mystery-
fair,
Which one? Which mystery dungeon?
Well, Obo and Don
our
would be
first one.
Explorers of Sky.
Our first one. The second one's Tolkien and Roxy. So when I say Obo and Don, it's
Okay.
now I guess in that case it's our interpretations of the characters, right? Because your Dawn is very different than the actual partner character because you
Yes.
gave so much personality that didn't exist otherwise. So yeah, if you want, I guess
Just plain nice.
I would say
Funny.
Dawn.
I would hope
Dawn
funny.
is just plain nice. Dawn is also fun. Dawn is obsessed with fucking rocks. Dawn is constantly in danger. Holy shit! Obo
such
had
a
an
rock.
unfair injury. The bowling ball side dent in his head.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, that
Obo-
is canonical.
Of the
Both were in danger.
two of them, Obo is obviously the hardworking one since Evie just runs away. Obo has the actual skill since he's the one that actually fucking kills the bosses.
Bobo does at least comparatively, have courage.
He
I
does
think there has to be
comparatively have
some
courage.
skill, Zach, in retaining the one item needed to save the world. Okay, there has to be some merit.
I don't know if
given there.
that's skill, but I'll give it to you, I guess. Trying to think. Obo, I do not think Obo is a quote unquote nice person. I think Obo
Obo's funny,
I think Obo is a perpetually stressed person.
I think Obo is funny by virtue of having to be the straight man.
As opposed to so many other people.
Yeah.
No, Don,
seven
can't you read? It
rounds.
said he's wanted by criminals.
Oh my god.
It's pretty good. You know what? I guess okay. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this. I do not know if this is a legitimate thing or if this is just somebody who decided to write something kind of neat. But I do very much like this list.
I mean,
Holy
it is a
shit!
screenwriter who did this.
Oh God!
Not your bum. In our
what
Lord,
did
why did
Aaron Exon write?
Don have the relic fragment? Because Don loves rocks. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
saying
the relic
to
fragment is a rock.
Dawn it was a rock.
Okay, I will
That's all she
say,
needed.
the guy who wrote this,
Professional.
I know
author.
that we've been like, well, he's a screenwriter. I know we've been just looking at these character traits and like, I think that I do think that these traits are like, they're fun to look at. And apparently this is taught in a college somewhere. But the guy who wrote this is known for 4 films, and I'll give you their star ratings on IMDb. Lethal Vows 6.3, Diving In 4.9, Rose in the Jacket 5.7, Passion's Web 6.5.
Wow.
Soggy Bottom USA 5.3, Trapper John 6.6, True Confessions 5.6.
I think he needs to take his own class.
I was gonna say he might need to take his own class.
About
Yeah.
average is what
Good-
I'm hearing.
Kudos,
He's great.
Zach. Thank you very much. I did very well. Thank you.
Maybe he's one of those guys where like he can teach but he can't do,
Maybe. There's some people that are like that.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What other character protagonists do we have?
No.
Gumshoe.
Have we played? He's not a protagonist, but I guess.
In my heart, he is.
He's definitely courageous. I would say
Oh,
unfair
nice.
injury in all the fucking pay cuts he gets
He's
Is he just
he's in
plain
danger constantly
of losing his house, and
of
starving
losing
to
his
death.
house, of starving to death.
He is hardworking. He is just plain nice for sure, and he's also funny. So yeah, Gumshoe instantly. Ding ding ding.
I almost
Dude,
can I be straight with you real quick? I feel like these categories are essentially the writer's equivalent of a horoscope. where they're so generic that you could fit like 5 of these to almost any character with minimal amount of like mental gymnastics.
Well, let's look at an unlikable character. What's a character that we all like don't like?
The main character
Larry
from Larry Butts. We could do that. I was gonna say the main character from Forspoken.
Let's look at Larry Butts. He's not courageous.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an unfair injury. He's not. Well, he technically has skill later on.
He does. He is an artist.
Right.
He's
Although,
he's a surprisingly talented artist. Where it's like in the fucking Miles Edgeworth game, he's able to like within a second draw a like near perfect photo like drawing like photorealistic drawing as long as it's a hot woman.
I will say that talent,
skill, yeah.
that talent until then is dormant and no one knows about it.
Yeah.
So until then, so skill later on.
Is he funny? I think that this might actually be part of the reason why some people like Larry and some people don't. Because I do not think Larry is funny. I think he's annoying.
I was gonna say that
He was written to be funny, though.
He's not definitively like for sure funny. He could be annoying to a lot of people. He's not nice. He's definitely not just plain nice.
Wasn't he in danger? He was on trial, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he was on.
I mean,
he was literally he was gonna get arrested for murder. Yes.
That's true. That's true. He's not loved by anyone. He's not particularly
Definitely not the
hardworking.
ladies.
He is obsessed with ladies.
He is obsessed with ladies. Like no matter how they retcon his character in the later games, he is consistently obsessed with the ladies.
What can we give him for sure? We can give him obsessed for sure.
We can give him obsessed for sure. I would be generous and give him skilled.
I would also say he's in danger.
He's only in danger in the first game, though, right?
No, he's kind of like Maya, where like he in a lot of games he's.
How often has he been the suspect, though?
He's been a suspect 3 times, I think. Right?
Has he? What were the other times?
There was one DLC thing from. Oh wait, I gotta get that pendant. Sorry, give me 1 second. I thought there was one. Well, obviously there's the first game. There was one where he. Oh no, sorry, not suspect. He was a witness in game 3, and then he was. Never mind. He was also a witness in the Edgeworth game.
Yeah, he's appeared in other games, but he's not a suspect in those games.
Well, because it's like when I was thinking about the Edgeworth one, fucking Edgeworth treats him like he's a suspect.
Right. So yeah.
Which is obviously
Larry
not
Butts for
same,
sure
but...
has one of these traits, and then he has like 2 or 3 that you could give him if you were really generous.
Yeah.
So he's not that likable, I would say. I guess Mario.
Does he even have a personality? I guess it depends on which game you're looking at.
Let's go with Thousand Year Door. He's courageous, hardworking, he's in danger, everyone loves him. Fucking everyone loves him in that game. There's no one that doesn't like him in that game.
Everyone wants to fuck him, too.
He's obviously skilled.
Whoa!
I would say that in Thousand Year Door, he's kind of funny. He's mostly funny by visual gags, which I would say is enough. But I feel like most people in Paper Mario Thousand Door are funny. There's not many people that aren't funny in that game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, courage, hardworking, loved by everyone, in danger, funny, skill for sure.
Once again, I do think that heroism counts as being just plain nice, because there are several occasions where Mario does not have to help people, and he still chooses to do so. And I know that technically his quote-unquote choice to do so is you playing the game, but that is the character, you know?
Yeah.
Player choice does reflect character intent.
We should do Kirby. So.
Yo, Kirby, courageous. Lots of unfair injuries. He constantly gets bonked on the head when he's just trying to go to sleep. He has skill. Technically, I guess he has everybody else's skill. He's obsessed with food. He's loved by literally everybody. I don't know if Kirby's ever in danger, though. I think everybody else is in danger.
Everyone of Kirby.
Is Kirby nice?
Kirby is extremely nice, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
Kirby fucking like forgave King Dedede within seconds of Kirby's Return to Dreamland.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because I was trying to think, because I didn't think about the times that Kirby just forgives people constantly for all the shit they do. That is very nice of him.
Yeah.
Pretty based of him.
Pretty based, if you ask me.
I wasn't paying attention fully,
Kirby's pretty
so I wasn't
perfect.
sure if this is video games only. No,
For
no,
the
no. I'm about to say
Mario,
it's
they said
any. It's
1,000 year
hypothetically
door.
any character.
You know
from
what?
any
Let's do
game.
Lias from Dungeon Meshi.
Okay, I can do Lias. Lias
He's
is definitely courageous.
courageous.
Does he have an unfair injury? Not really.
Well, okay, the dragon fight. Actually, no,
That's not unfair. It's him going into combat.
No.
That's totally.
Yeah,
he
no,
is
no,
skilled.
okay, so
he definitely is
he's
skilled.
super skilled. He's very
he's
funny.
obsessed. He's hardworking. We
I would
find
say he's
him
nice.
funny, but I will say he's definitely nice. I don't even know if he's loved. He's definitely loved by some people.
His sister.
Exactly. But like I don't like if you looked at like the full cast, I don't know how many people would be able to write down I love Lias. There's a very small number of people that I think would be willing to say that.
I mean, I would say that towards the end, his close friends at least like him, and that's enough, I think. I think he's the most obsessed person that we've done so far.
By a long shot, yes.
So yeah, Lias definitely qualifies.
It makes sense that they
Nice.
make you use your camera controls, but it feels very much like they want you to use gyro controls for that bit.
Yeah.
What?
Grant, you pick a character.
Walter White. The YouTube short that I got this from actually did Walter White as example.
Really?
Yeah.
Walter,
they counted his cancer
White
as
is
an unfair
Walter
injury.
White is tough though, because he is
He's not likable.
like in a lot of ways he is the villain of the show.
Right, but he's likable. Like, people like him. They think he's a good character.
What's the word I'm thinking of? Not likable. What's it when
Antagonist?
you No, what's it when you feel bad for somebody else, or like you can sit.
Pity?
He's a sympathetic villain. Because it's like,
yeah.
he did definitely get fucked over in life and then got cancer, but at the same time, he over the course of fucking Breaking Bad, he definitely has like 30 different opportunities to stop, and he goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah, no.
Oh my
The video that I watched explained that, like, yeah, there are villains that have these traits, and there are heroes that don't have all these traits.
That's fair. What the hell? Are you okay?
Knock him off. Yeah.
No, he's definitely not okay now.
Evil. The evil has been performed. Sacrifice to the lava.
Evil.
I knew it.
You literally just walked in here and that guy fell off the ledge like, Link, save me, please! Help! What would you do if you walked into a dungeon and there's a bridge dangling over lava? The first thing you see is some like goblin evil guy who says, help me so I can kill you! Please let me know so I can push you in the lava!
Help me
want
so I can kill you
Please!
is really fucking funny.
What would you do?
I think I would just stand there.
Wow. No sympathy at all, huh? I guess you're not very nice.
Oh,
very
I thought
nice
he
of
would
you.
grab the
Nice.
ledge. Wait, so how am I supposed to get down there?
Either look around and find something, or I don't know. I guess you could try cutting the rope.
Does that work? Oh my god, it does work. Oh, well, okay.
His boob
Yeah,
bag.
the rope just needs to take enough damage.
I ran off.
Yeah, you did what he did. Made his mistake.
Don't keep cutting it. You're good.
Try spin attacking it.
Oh, is that why they put the guy there? So that way it tricks you into cutting the rope?
Probably. Oh,
Hello? Oh!
Oh,
There we go.
I was like that.
I thought
bridge is holding
it was
on.
insane for a second.
You had the Looney Tunes effect there, where you didn't fall until you realized you should.
Till you look down.
Hey, Adrian, would you mind? Well, actually, you know what? I'll do it real quick. Where is that banter idea? Likeable traits. I'm gonna add the the prestigious music note reaction to this. I would love to come back to this bit later once we have like more characters in mind.
Okay, let's come back to the nothing bit with 2 guards.
Okay.
All right, Zach, you walk in the room. There's 2 guards.
Okay, I turn to the guard on my left, and I look him in the eye.
Yes.
Okay, so you're the guard on the left then?
Yeah.
Okay. I ask you to tell me how to pronounce the word that's spelled N-O.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I walk out.
Yes.
You didn't tell me I need to get past the guard, so I just left.
Yeah.
Seems pretty reasonable. I think we did it. I think we won.
I feel like I did good work here.
I like how this game employs a lot of Looney Tunes time. By the way, I learned about a new game dev term that I did not know before. Have you guys heard of
Coyote time?
Yeah, I didn't know that before.
Dude, I fucking love Coyote time.
You didn't.
Coined by the lead gameplay designer of Celeste.
Wow.
That was
I didn't know that was a term before.
Yeah. So for anybody who's not aware, Coyote time is a thing mostly in platformers where programmatically the video game knows the instant that you walk off a platform, and for the most part when you're designing when you're programming a game to do like a jump function, you check to see whether or not they're standing on ground. Otherwise you would jump in the air, a double jump. But Coyote time is a brief period of time, usually calculated in ticks, typically not longer than 10 ticks, because you usually get 60 ticks per second. But during that little grace period, you can still be falling off of the platform, and it will still give you a free jump. And it's if a platformer has Coyote time, that's how you know that the developer actually gives a shit about their game, I guess.
I've always associated Coyote time with the Looney Tunes Coyote and Roadrunner.
That's where it came from, yes.
Yep. So.
Yes.
I still feel bad for that Coyote, man.
Wile E. Coyote?
I think it was the one in the Looney Tunes that I was like, he deserves to win. Once.
He deserves to win. He needs a dub.
He did win in the Looney Tunes movie. He got the Roadrunner eventually, and he has this whole monologue about how catching the Roadrunner was never the objective. It was to give his life purpose, and he appreciates the Roadrunner's willingness to let him have one for once.
Oh my gosh.
That was a good movie. All right, Wile E. Coyote, likable character or no?
Obsessed.
He's obsessed. I would say
very funny.
I would say he's very funny inherently. I would say
unfair injury.
Tons of unfair injuries. No,
he is in danger, but at the same time, maybe not, because it's like Looney Tunes logic.
Well, within Looney Tunes, it's funny
worker.
because he's in danger. He's exceptionally hard worker. There you go.
He's unfortunately not loved by anyone, kind of.
In the
fan base.
Wile E. Coyote versus Acme movie that got canceled because corporate America is lovely, the one of the main tenets of that movie was like a pseudo social media campaign that Wile E. Coyote inadvertently becomes like the ringleader of, where it becomes like apparently in what was supposed to be the Wile E. Coyote versus Acme movie, it turns into this thing where it's like individual people are not satisfied, because like that's supposed to be the idea, right? Is that companies make products that people want to buy. That's supposed to be like what happens. But it's like you don't buy things you want anymore. You buy what the company gives you. And so that's supposed to be like one of these like underlying messages of the Wile E. Coyote movie. So it ends up being a thing where, like, despite him thinking that no one likes him, he actually does have a huge following online, apparently. At least in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God! Hit the wrong button. Yo. What are those things called?
I don't remember.
I was looking away. Oh, the scorpion guys?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Can I get another banter topic?
Oh, it's grants. We need to do grants.
Yeah, let's do grants.
What did you finally do, Grant?
As Adrian emoted, went to the bathroom. No,
Been holding him for this long?
I know it's been a while. No, I beat Tears of the Kingdom.
I knew it had to be this. Oh my goodness. So you saw all of the tears.
I beat the game.
You got the kingdom.
I cried in the kingdom. There were many
Nice.
tears.
I'm
Yeah,
glad.
fantastic game. Had a wonderful time. I feel a little silly for one particular reason, as I went through the entire game and I didn't complete it or nothing, and I just did what I wanted to do. And only after fighting Ganon in the underground area, the whatever,
Yeah.
I didn't know you can make food that restores gloom hearts.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found that out right before. So I went through the whole thing and I was fighting him on 3 hearts. And I got through his first phase and then I died. And I'm like, man, there's gotta be a way to get gloom hearts back, and there is.
How much time did you spend in the underground?
Not too much.
That would explain it. Because like that's one of the main things that they teach you in the underground is like, hey, you can make food that cures gloom hearts or gives you protection
It's just like I
against gloom
read.
sickness.
I
Clearly
got,
not,
like,
Grant. We have examples on stream of you not reading.
Same could be said for you.
What are you talking about? Am I?
So-
By the way, can I ask real quick? Am I insane? Like, what am I supposed to? Because you press this button in order to get the flames to stop, but then I can't do anything.
You have to get the enemy to. You have to get.
Well,
the
I
enemy
tried
to
that.
step
Like,
on it?
if I grapple hook to this chest, won't I just die?
You should
Yeah.
try, because the game is spawning an infinite number of these centipedes for a reason. You should try messing with that.
Yes.
Well, because I thought it would be like water or getting him to stand on the thing, but it's not really doing what I thought.
Beat his
it was.
ass.
I did.
Beat his ass.
He just disappeared.
You have to lock on to use your grappling hook in combat.
What the fuck? Oh! Okay. Did they say that?
And now the game is force taught you can use your grappling hook to stun creatures in combat.
Oh, please. Oh, no! No! Yep. No. Jesus. There we go. Boss key? Yay!
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I would love a necklace with that on it. It's like an evil.
Oh,
fucking
would you?
key.
But it's that fucking big.
Exactly.
But it's massive.
I'm fucking Flava Flav with the giant boss key.
Zach getting a little cold with all that ice.
Hell yeah! What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's dead. Did I get another banter topic? No, it was Grant's thing of Tears of the Kingdom.
Mine.
So
Yeah.
Grant, what else did you? I mean, you said you did. So you didn't 100% it, or
No, I didn't. But I just did what I wanted to. It was very fun.
Grant doesn't
the
have time
final
for video.
battle.
Grant doesn't have time for video games anymore. He's busy. He's busy playing them for work.
Yeah, it's true.
Arguably
It makes me
playing,
sad.
quote unquote.
It makes me sad. But the final battle was like exponentially better than Breath of the Wild's.
I
And I fucking
100%
love every
agree,
second
especially
of
with
it.
like the dragon bit. Hey Saba, can you do me
Yeah.
a favor? I know that you're technically streaming right now, technically. Would you mind grabbing the clip that I posted like a long while ago on the stream of my response to seeing phase 2 of the Ganon fight for the first time?
I shall go look for that. Let's go.
I want because Grant couldn't see it because he wasn't there, but now that he's done it, I want him to see what my response was. No, you piece! Damn it!
Highlights.
In Phantom Hourglass, you had to legit carry the key to the boss room. I remember that. I remember it being annoying. It wouldn't be highlights, it'd be clips.
Okay, well it's not here. Let me move to the show all clips. Thank you for this. She figured it out. That was the latest one. Oh man.
So Grant, while she's looking for that, what was your favorite part?
Now I should go down.
What was my favorite? What?
Part of the video game. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this game?
I mean, Final Battle was pretty cool. I like though that for all the like places, the 4 places, the Gorons were not suffering.
What do you mean? They were addicted to fucking crack.
Yeah. So were a lot of American cities.
Well, that was that was the joke when people were playing the game when it first came out. They were joking that Ganon was just Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
They were just joking that he was Ronald Reagan, giving
evil
crack
Ronald
cocaine
Reagan
to
be
the inner city.
Evil Ronald Reagan be like removes cracks from minority neighborhoods.
There you go.
But like, I mean, everyone else is fucking dying. Like they're at wit's end and shit.
What was
the
thing? So the thing in the desert was that they were being attacked by mummies constantly, right?
By fucking they were literally having like a zombie invasion.
They were having a zombie invasion in
to the point their entire city was overrun.
The birds were in a constant
freezing
blizzard
to death, and they couldn't eat because of
and then the fish people were like reverse.
Couldn't breathe.
Yeah, were like reverse suffocating.
Yes. So everyone else was fucked, and the Gorons are like, meat.
The Gorons were aggressive and mean, and like their society was going to start falling apart.
Cringe. They were fine.
They were fine, he says.
Yeah, they were fine. They don't need other shit.
It's funny because like
it was very good.
God damn it. If you weren't 100%ing the game, obviously you could probably pick up on a lot of this stuff yourself. But like, there's a couple things that I don't know you would have like experienced or whatever. Like, did you get to see the boss fight, like the final boss fight against Koga?
No, I didn't.
So, when you say you didn't spend a lot of time in the underground, did you spend any time in the underground or no?
Well, you're forced to. I did about a third of it.
Okay, that's still quite a bit. So did you do any of the extra boss fights with Koga?
Yeah, I did the first 2.
Okay, so there's there's obviously a decent number of them, right? And the idea is that at each base you do one, and then once you do all the bases, it unlocks the like final Koga boss fight or whatever, right? Where he, the nice dude, that was sick combat. Holy shit. The final Koga boss fight is he's in a corrupted version of like the mech suit.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and it was very interesting because like that was one of the things that I did while Saba was gone for like a week and a half, and I couldn't like make progress in the game. I was doing the underground, and I did that, and I was like, oh wow, that's a really cool like mech suit. I hope I get that, and then I did. Many hours later.
You did.
Okay, Grant, I'm gonna play the clip. I want you to play it as well. That Saba just posted. Thank you very kindly, Saba.
Okay.
So good.
I like that it plays the Nintendo Switch sound effect.
God, imagine if it just kept going.
It was pretty good.
Imagine if it kept going. Oh no!
I was freaking out when that happened because that's such a video how many video games have done shit like that and it's worked, you know? God.
That's fucking hilarious.
Imagine if it kept going.
Wait.
I would like to share with you something I've been working on a little bit, which is why I've been so quiet recently for the last few minutes. I posit that the basic hammer animations in Superstar Saga are better than they are in the remake.
Are you gonna be showing a comparison?
I don't know if anyone else cares about this as much as I do, let alone in the stream.
Like Superstar Saga.
Did you watch or play both the original and remakes, Brent?
I didn't. I played the original and didn't play the remake.
Did you watch the remake?
No.
Okay, so for the bros attacks, I do think they improved a lot, but I do think for the basic hammer attack, both for attack and defend, they fucked it up. One of the things is that in the original, you had to time your, in anticipation a lot harder than you did for your jump, because your jump, you just tap it and instantly you jump. For hammer, in Superstar Saga, it's a belabored effort of both taking out the hammer and then holding it and then releasing it when you actually want to swing, but if you hold it too long, you drop it. Right?
Yeah, you fuck up. Yeah.
You fuck up. So there's a belabored effort in counterattacking with hammer. It's genuinely more difficult than using your jump. But in the remake, they removed that. So now the bro just permanently knows when they need to counterattack with hammer. They just take it out and hold it there. And then when you tap B, they just swing instantly, just like a jump.
Right.
This makes it much easier to counterattack with hammer in the remake. And they remove the penalty of dropping your hammer and fucking up your timing for sure. But basically, in the process, I guess I don't know why, but they made the attack worse, or at least I think it looks worse. So here's the comparison I made, and I specifically made this because I figured out why I didn't like it. It's because they make the arcs much shallower on both ends, and they make it adhere much more to like a solid floor. In the original, with the attack swing, they take a lot of liberty, and Mario does a big, dramatic, full, three-quarter circle arc. Oh yeah, that's the drag. That's the thing that's bugging the dragon. That's not the dragon itself.
It's eating his ass.
Jesus Christ!
That's the bug that's bugging.
I wonder where the weak point is, Zach. Could you tell
but
where it is?
it's just that it's a fucked up design, I guess.
Anyway, do you know where the weak point is on this thing, Zach?
I think it's the eye.
Who can say?
No.
The only cool colored object in this rather warm color.
I was gonna say, if it's that close, you probably don't need to grapple hook it.
Well, I mean, that's what I did with the other guy, and I stunned him.
This is not the other guy.
Right, but I don't know. I don't have a bow or something. I guess
Once
I could
again,
jump
just
and
a
attack.
note. I love Toon Link's face. He just seems so grumpy. It's not even like.
I
he's,
wonder
like,
if you could
serious,
interact with
he
that
just
big
seems
thing on the
annoyed.
ceiling somehow.
Big thing.
The dragon's tail.
On the ceiling.
I would need to
Poking
lock
out
on
Down
to it.
from the top.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
it now.
You can't lock onto it, but
You don't need to lock on if you're grappling a
Winging.
stationary object.
you've been swinging.
Well, yeah,
Just-
but how do I get up?
You don't have to.
The grapple hook has a deceptively long range.
Ah!
Will he learn, chat? Before he runs out of hearts.
Oh, he got a heart back.
Will he learn before he runs out of pots and hearts?
There it is.
There it is!
pull his fat
Oh,
ass.
do you like how the dragon has boobs?
I like it. Well, I don't even know if they're boobs. They look like They look like moobs.
That's still boobs.
Oh, I'm
Cracking the
super
shell.
sorry about that.
You have cracked the shell, Zach.
He's cracked.
He is cracked indeed.
Did he plug up the hole again?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh, that's wow. The frame rate. Too many VFX. Dude, this thing is fucked up looking. Oh, is the tail out again?
Yeah. Don't lock on. That's such a satisfying little animation of it, like wrapping around.
Makes me feel like Indiana Jones.
Oh. And the dick of destiny.
Punk.
It's getting cracked.
Okay. And for a third one, I guess. But now, based on patterns, the tail should come back out right as. Oh, there you go. That was way easier.
Grab that shit.
Let's go! I like this guy. Well, it still worked. Rule of 3, right? Come on. Rule of 3s? Oh, fuck. Really?
Now the boss battle can begin.
Oh, now,
Now he
now he's a guy.
He doesn't have eyelids anymore.
Yeah.
Ow, fucking Jesus. Jesus.
You have to actually dodge. You can't just swing nilly-nilly.
Nilly Willy.
Milli Vanilli.
Hello? Did I hit him?
Your grapple doesn't do damage. Your sword has to do it. It just stuns him. I don't know if you noticed, this game doesn't have a Navi telling you things. But that also means that this game doesn't have a Navi telling you things.
There you go. That was a fun. I like the design of that guy. That guy was fucked up looking.
Hell yeah.
Dude, imagine if you were just imagine if like you had a tail and it was poking up from your tail and there was a fucking bug that kept poking at it and like spitting hot lava at it.
I would probably go.
Yeah.
Wind Waker went hard on the
Celebratory
boss
moment.
design. That looked. I mean, that was fun. I like that.
Now, are you going to collect the heart piece?
Yes.
Will this be a 3-heart challenge?
No.
Okay. Well,
Fuck that. Yay!
Woohoo. Yippee,
Alright.
if you will.
Wait, was that thing keeping the lava hot?
that thing was disturbing the dragon.
It's like vaporized. It's Adrian's thing of like the fairy vaporizing you into nothing.
Yeah, yeah. As Link is spinning here, and then I just get a game over screen.
Yay! I'm glad
Dragon
that
happy.
I'm really happy that the dragon wasn't the bad guy. I thought he was gonna be the bad guy.
No,
This dragon is way too cute to be the enemy.
He does
He's a
look
funky
like
little
he does
fella.
look like Fat Grandpa.
Yeah, this guy is Drampa's grandpa.
Great great
Grandpa.
grandpa. Give me that shit.
Wow, wow, your first
I would
instinct.
yoink that orb and push the kid down instantly.
Into the water or into the bomb?
Into the bomb. Damn it, I was gonna say into the bomb.
Those are your two choices. You're either evil or evil.
Can't believe
He hopes he could be like you someday. Ain't that nice?
Give me that. I'm gonna sell this shit for 5 rupees, dumbass.
Fucking loser.
You got Din's Pearl.
Who's
It doesn't do
Din?
anything.
Who's Din?
Who could say?
I wonder.
Zach would
Maybe.
shield surf on Kamali's corpse? Yes. What do you mean corpse? I would turn him into a corpse by shield surfing.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Jesus Christ.
Zach would shield surf on Kamali is still very much alive, heart and
Soon
beating
to be
heart
dead.
body. Yeah.
I would
That's
use
what I meant to say.
Kamali's still beating heart as a baseball, and I don't even like baseball.
Oh, it's telling you to go get the song if you haven't already. By the way.
Wait, so so hypothetically I would have to have waited for the wind to shift properly?
Yes.
Oh.
which is possible. It's just unpleasant.
Oh, that's a baseball. There you go. I can do that one. That one's easy. Bye. What the fuck? What the fuck was that horror movie like head turn? She went.
All right, I would like to share with you my thesis paper on why the animation in Superstar Saga Original is better than the remake, and here it is. Here's my thesis. I did a diagram of how the arcs of each hammer look, and I think that Superstar Saga is far more
Amazing.
satisfying. Also, Superstar Saga uses way more smear frames, or the smear frame covers way more ground, which I think helps add to it. The remake has more frames, but the smear frames each individually cover less distance. Like, look at that giant smear frame on the attack one.
Massive.
That shit is huge. You can just see, I like how you see just Mario's big fucking nose from under his hat.
Adrian should post this on the community server.
I'll post this in the
all your
stream
hard
schedule
work.
channel. No,
Don't do that. I need to restrict your
Fine.
access to that.
fine. Fair. But yeah, I think you can agree with me. I hope you can agree that it looks better on the top than it does on the bottom, just because the arc is better and the animation is nicer. I like it more.
Am I
can see
stupid
that.
dumb? Hello?
I will also say, right, that both games use sprite animation, but the remakes are way more obsessed with Mario and Luigi staying on model, which makes the animation like overall just a little more generic looking.
That's
cartoony.
because it's 3D assisted sprite work, right? Whereas the original was just sprite work. Because that's one of the things that 3D modelers like really hate doing is smearing their 3D models.
Right, but like they do go out of their way once in a while to like put in the effort and like make a custom sprite, and it pays off every time. It's just that they're a lot less willing to do it as often nowadays compared to how it used to be. So I don't know. I like the animation.
How come
am
I stupid? How do you get into this man?
Stop moving.
He probably wants to talk to you first.
That's also possible. Until the wind blows to the
I
south.
don't want to do that.
The wind must
Just
blow.
wake the wind, fucking
Ah.
South wind.
Why don't you just
Just
listen to
wake
me?
the wind, Wind Waker.
Wrong. There you go. No, okay, almost had it. There you go.
Got it, ladies and gentlemen. We're pointing it to the south.
If I were you, I would probably go back to Windfall Island and grind auction until you get the sail that just changes direction to where you're pointing.
If I were you, my name would be Zach.
If I were you, I would change my name back to Adrian immediately.
If I was me, my name would be Isaac, spelled with 2 C's.
Oh, by the way, do you want to know something fucked up?
No.
In the original game, the sail was an
What
item
the
you had to
hell?
buy. Oh yeah, that's a grappling hook when you're in the boat. Now you can grapple,
Yeah.
or you can grab stuff.
Remember those? Yeah, you gotta hold it.
He's like, "Brr."
We're gonna go get you.
Now you can grab for treasure underwater. Aren't you happy?
Playing with his bath toys.
Oh god, that's so funny.
He would be that kid.
If I remember correctly, in the original game, when you got on the boat, you couldn't just press A to set sail. You had to bind the sail to one of your hotkeys every single time.
What the hell is this ugly thing?
He's the sea
How
chart guy.
dare you?
He's the reason
He's
you
how
have
you-
fish bait.
Yeah, and how you fill out the map.
Yeah.
What's the matter, small fry?
Yeah, small fry. I'm just trying to be nice here. I'm telling you what you have a problem, and you do. What if I just picked them up?
And now you got that.
What's that?
That's
Tingle's
the
Island.
Okay.
Now you have a reason to use your fish bait.
I don't even know if I have any fish bait.
You do, it's the red bait.
Bought it, I thought.
Oh, okay. I thought that was bird bait.
No, the pears are bird bait.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Wait. So that's the island I just came from. That's Dragon Roost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but that's not the whole thing, right? There's still a lot there.
No, that's
So
it.
that's all of Dragon Roost.
But okay, but I already saw it. Why do I care?
Because you fill out the map.
No. But I mean, like, it's so small. I guess is what I'm saying. Like you see how it's like it's like a tiny square in the bigger square. Do I fill out
Sure.
the rest of the bigger square?
No, that's water.
That's just water, so there's nothing there.
That's water.
Or
Yeah.
there's nothing as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, once again, I guess I'm just confused because I don't see the point.
It's because those
No,
four
we're
places
so-
you've already filled out. There's gonna be more islands that have stuff that just aren't on the map right now. Those, it
Oh,
gives
you
those
said
for
I
free.
should go to. I don't know. Which one?
Windfall
Which
to
one's
the west.
Windfall? This one?
No, you're
Yeah.
supposed
Oh,
to
it
go
even says
south.
Windfall.
I was
Supposed to
gonna
go
say,
south.
you're supposed to go south of the quest. I would suggest going west for the sail that just changes the direction of the wind to where you're facing. The magic sail, if you will.
But it has
I
to
think
be
it's worth it.
nighttime. It has
I
to be nighttime.
think it's worth it, but you know, if you want to just beeline for the quest, then feel free.
I also kind of want to just sail for a minute. Let's just sail and chit chat for a minute.
Okay.
Mikey says.
Well, Mikey's requesting shit from me. Who do you think you are? A person that pays for stream? Fine, I'll look into it.
Mikey doesn't pay to be here. Silverrune's the one who pays to be here occasionally.
Wait, you guys don't have to pay to be here? Zach, what the fuck? You fucking jackass! I can't believe this.
Did I not? Was there not a
Haven't
treasure
done this.
here?
I don't know what you're talking about. All this sparkly noises don't mean anything.
Oh well. Oh wait a minute.
I just want to be.
I want that way. Oh, go that way. I just want to be included, says Mikey. Mikey, you are included by default. It's like, I don't really have much choice unless I decide to ban you one day. I love this song. This song's so cool. Oh.
I'm gonna grab food. I'll be back.
This is good music, though I wish there weren't any seagulls.
Saba, it's the ocean.
Doesn't matter. My
What are you
my war with the seagulls never ceases.
My
Okay.
war with the seagulls never ceases.
It only grows stronger the closer I get to water.
Just like
anger.
the seagulls do.
Oh my god. What a nightmare. They are a literal nightmare, if you will. Once again, I will never forget on that fateful day that Zach sent me that video. And it solidified my... I think that they're ungodly beings and they deserve to be removed from this planet.
He changed my direction without asking me.
That was rude.
It was rude. Oh. Oh, I'm heading towards Windfall Island anyway. There you go. Both Adrian and Grant are muted now.
They're both getting food.
I'm begrudgingly doing Mikey's fucking request.
Okay. Will you keep begrudgingly continuing then?
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
What do I want to
Why don't you
talk
bring
about?
up
When Grant gets back, we're gonna have to talk about you asking me to put the banter topic trite music with him.
Oh, I got a crate of something.
Cool. You literally have no room on your ship to keep it.
Oh, cool.
We love money.
What the hell is this thing? Wait, isn't this Windfall Island? Oh, it just looks evil as shit.
I would say just because it's dark.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
I'm excited. If we're gonna start Signalis tomorrow, I can pull out the new outfit that I had made for my avatar that I
The
definitely would
skin-tight
not regularly
robots.
be using. No, but it is kind of like, I don't even know how to just call it, but it fits. I'm 90% sure it fits. I literally labeled it as cool.
City at night minding its own business, Zach. It's evil as shit. Yeah. Have you ever been to a city before? It's evil as shit.
Hey, I did not say that because it was dark, it was evil. I only guessed that Zach viewed it as evil because it was dark. Okay?
Saba does hate dark.
Just Samba does hate dark. It's
right.
Huey, okay?
Here's what Mikey
All
was
the
talking
time.
about, the original versus the new one, where the new one is way more on model and the original looks way cooler and stylized.
Yeah, see, and that's like, and those are like 3D. Those are like 3D assisted sprites. So that's different.
Look at that! Like they could have made.
I don't know.
I,
That first Boo looks pretty aggressive and cool.
I like the original Hammer. He's way
I like
stylish.
the original Koopa guy. Yeah, I like his face.
Also, they look way more mean in the original, which is not a bad thing.
Here's
Go
the thing,
home.
right?
Fuck you. Go home.
Here's the thing, right? There are original designs in the game that they took care to like make new versions for. Like, there's this guy, the Chompro, who's in the same area, and they bothered to remake him, and he looks, you know, pretty similar. He's missing his belt for some reason, but like, look at this guy.
Oh, I am a big boy.
Yeah, look at that guy. They made a custom 3D thing and then also sprites for him in the remake, but then they didn't stick with the style in the original. If it was a pre-existing enemy, they fucking made them boring and modern as opposed to like redoing the classics. You know?
I think genuinely, I think it's just a thing because it's like it's hard to do stylized 3D models. Because
I guess.
Because like one 3D model is harder to do than like one drawing, but that 3D model can be reposed and used like a million times, which is why it's hard to like, because like as soon as you start like morphing and smearing and warping your 3D model, it defeats the purpose of the 3D model, hypothetically. You know?
Also, honestly, I don't know why they changed Popple's design. They made him real smiley for some reason. Where he used to be pissed off all the time, and I thought that was funny. Here, look. Oh, it's cropped.
The hell?
Whatever. But yeah, they made him really smiley, and they made the top of his head bigger, and he's not like bean shaped anymore.
See, if he had like eyebrows, then the smile would have been fine because it made him look evil. But he doesn't got that, so.
I will say some of the sprites I'm complaining about, but some of the sprites are genuinely perfect translations. They translated Clumph perfectly. What do you think Clumph looks like, Zach?
I would say Clump looks like a doughy blue guy.
You're not too far off. What if I told you it was literally a caveman? Look at him, it's Clumph.
Hello. It's me,
Clumph.
It's me, Clump.
I'm Clumph. All right, what do you think? What do you think by that logic Glurp looks like?
Glurp is like a slug guy.
All right. Well, what if I told you you were basically correct? Well, you're almost right. Here's Glurp. He's also translated really accurately.
He's like,
And Glurp.
he's like,
These are very similar. I don't know. They do feel a little different though.
It's a little different, but I'd say those are like some of the much better examples.
I can see that though. Yeah.
I still
Also, you
prefer
know
the
how
GBA
there's,
sprites. I feel like for the vast majority of the time, I don't know. Is it nostalgia or is it just do I just appreciate sprite work more because each individual frame has to be like handcrafted? You know?
Also, you know how there's Hammer Bro, and like the other bros types. Are you aware of Limbo Bro? And are you aware they made him more red for no reason?
The fuck?
It's Limbo Bro. His attack is that he limbos at you.
Hell
He's
yeah.
angrier.
All of their like outlines became much thinner, slash
I mean,
maybe
yeah.
not even existent.
Yeah.
They become a little redder.
I would like to participate in the auction, sure.
Zach would like to gamble his money away.
Once the auction
I will
begins, you must shrewdly tap A repeatedly so you can earn the right to bid. Oh, the tapping, the excitement.
You got to work up the courage to raise your hand.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say, I do think they changed Bowser for the better because he was kind of dumpy looking in the original.
His dumpy?
Oh.
The original
I love
Bowser.
that Bowser.
The original Bowser's kind of like, "Rrr," but the new one is like, the new one almost looks like Inside Story. Bowser.
It does kind of look like Inside Story Bowser. I like how
First one has
the shape
Has a
of his
hunch
head
while the
changed.
second one looks like he's like 2 seconds away from being caught red-handed.
What were you saying, Zach?
I was just saying I like how his head shape changed.
Yeah. His fucking muzzle is way smaller.
What the fuck is that?
He's fucking breaking it down for you.
It's super hard, apparently.
Bowser going, let me break it down for you, Mario.
Let me break it down for you, Mario.
Oh, who's posting shit over here? What's Adrian? How much time do we have left to stream, by the way? Oh, we got like an hour. We're doing good.
Oh, I will say, one thing that I really, really applaud them for is Superstar Saga has dry bones, but they don't look like the dry bones from other games. And they kept that. They didn't go with the fucking modern version of dry bones. I mean, they changed it a little bit, but it's still mostly the same. Look at these dry bones. Look at these Superstar Saga dry bones that don't appear in any other fucking game.
What the hell?
Yeah, they're turtle. They're like quadrupedal for some reason.
They look like a Koopa dog.
Yeah, but they're dry bones.
Ugh.
And they could.
I guess the second one on
It's a
the
joy
right was
pendant.
better.
I was gonna say they could have gone back and like changed it so that they're standing up and look a little more like on model like Mario Kart dry bones, but they didn't, and I appreciate them for that.
You gotta respect it.
You
I don't
gotta
wanna-
respect it.
I don't want to pay fucking 40 rupees for it. I literally got 7 of these for just killing random enemies.
Then don't bid.
I was gonna say the sale only has an RNG chance to appear. You can cancel out if you want, just leave. Do you want to sit here for the whole auction?
No. I'll scratch
You
him my
press
neck.
B and leave. Oh, okay, I thought you were just gonna watch the whole auction.
Is there really only one a night?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a song you can get later on that fast forwards time.
okay.
Whoa.
Well, that was that.
Didn't know that. That's cool.
Ah, Beatty. What the hell? How did you move? That's
He moved to a
not.
more dignified spot.
That's not where I
Also
parked
wanted-
you.
Thinking boat?
He wanted to talk to the other boat.
Yeah.
He wanted to talk to the other boat. Okay, so I should. So if this is fish bait and fish bait is good, I should get more.
Fish bait is used for mapping out squares. Technically, every square can be mapped out, but it's kind of only really useful for squares that actually have stuff on them. Also, do you want to see my favorite Superstar Saga enemy designs that I think they made perfect?
Yes.
What do you think Eker looks like?
It's like a little guy who shuffles around, but when he shuffles, it's like a squeaky.
Okay, what if I told you it was literally a beaker?
Oh my god.
I don't know if this is a good design.
I love this design. Fuck you. This design's great. This
This
design
design
rules.
is mid at best, I think.
This design fucking rules. I love Eker.
I always thought, because I haven't seen the new Eker, I always thought that like old Eker had one eye.
Oh yeah. I mean that works too. Fuck, the design's
Oh.
just good. It's a good design.
How? What? I can't get up here. Aw. Okay, well,
That's unfortunate.
well, we're setting off again.
Oh man, hang on. Can I show you my favorite bullet bill variation?
Sure.
I'm
Is it the
excited.
gooey
Alright.
one from Bowser's Inside Story? Because I like that one a lot.
All right. Remember that fuck, who is it that said the Hang on, I'm trying to find out. Oh yeah, you remember the exhibit meme, Yo Dog? I heard you like.
Is there a bullet bill that just shoots another bullet bill?
What have I told you about Sniper Bill?
Bullet bill with the gun.
Oh my god, that's pretty good.
That's
You like
pretty
Sniper
funny.
Bill?
I like Sniper Bill.
Yeah, it's really good.
There is a Enter the Gungeon is a really good like bullet hell roguelike dungeon crawler sort of thing. And one of the things that they did a little while back was they hello? Okay, Jesus Christ, man. God, you sound like Grant. Also, what the hell? Wasn't that the direction of, yeah, wasn't that where I was supposed to go? Or am I just not supposed to go through the middle of the map yet? Is that what he's saying?
It wants you to just go down, straight down.
Well, he just turned me away from the direction the arrow was pointing. Oh.
Yeah. That shows the wind direction.
Oh, I thought that was the point. I thought that was the pointing of the objective.
No, that's the wind direction.
My bad. Sorry, was I just saying? Oh yeah, in Enter the Gungeon. So in Enter the Gungeon, there is there's this funny thing that you can do where if you have certain guns equipped at the same time, you can go to this NPC who will randomly spawn in the dungeons and they'll like duct tape them together for you. Are you shitting me? Dude! Sorry, 1 second. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, clearly I don't understand. Whatever. I'm just gonna go back.
I feel your pain. I have a small individual who floats who says, "Let's explore the area ahead of us later," and then she forces me to walk away from the border of the open world.
Are you
So
making a Genshin reference?
I am actually.
You piece
But
of
she
shit.
does that,
Can
and
I
it's
kick you out of the
annoying.
stream? Anyway, the
can't
thing that
say
I wanted
that
to
in
say was
video
that there's this
game.
NPC who will duct tape two different guns together, assuming that the guns fit, quote unquote. And so there's two guns in Enter the Gungeon. One of them's a gun sword, where it's a melee weapon that shoots bullets as you swing it, and then there's a sword gun, where it's a gun that shoots swords. And if you just so happen to get lucky enough to get both of those, and then you take both of them to that NPC, he will make you a sword gun sword, where every time you shoot the gun, it shoots a blade that then shoots bullets. It's really good.
Enter the Gungeon's good.
Enter the Gungeon is really good. It's a shame they stopped development of it. What's wrong? What the fuck is up with that tree? Hello? Grant came back to type very loudly. There you go.
You
I was-
actually send that.
I was waiting for a giant string of nonsense to appear on air.
I sent a giant string of nonsense to Saba.
All right. Like I don't know what I can and cannot grapple. Like, can I grapple to this?
You can pretty much only grapple horizontal bars.
Oh. In that case, I guess I just don't have anything to do here.
Yeah, it's too early.
All right. Well, what if I want to be here?
No.
You're not allowed.
That's not cool.
As Steven Universe once said, why don't you let yourself just be somewhere different?
There's one thing I'll never forgive the remake for, even if it was a rights issue. They got rid of the Geno cameo. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's in the game that you're playing.
In Superstar Saga.
Well,
There's a Geno cameo, and then they replace him with a box of text later on.
but no one likes Geno.
Wow. You just lost 4 subscribers.
I'm at negative 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's 3 people that are actively going to sabotage your channel now. Just because you said that.
They're doxing you.
Oh fuck. It's like
It's
one
the
of
three
it's,
of
it's
us.
like one of those posts that gets a lot of clout on Reddit, where it's like I was browsing Twitch and I saw this guy who's been streaming for 14 hours and he had -4 viewers. So I went in there, said hello, made his day, donated $10, and posted the video here. Give him a follow if you have the chance, and then you follow the link to his channel, and like that guy, this happens all the time, by the way. That person now has like 70,000 followers, but they still only have single-digit viewers, because guess what? No one actually gives a fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're cruising. Also, what happened to the music?
No music. It's quiet.
Is it because it's
You
night?
don't, yeah, it's quiet time.
Everything is.
It's nap time, everyone. Let's go to sleep.
I can't believe that tomorrow is my last day of the hall. It's so sad.
I'm also... I guess my summer vacation's over.
Teenage Wasteland.
As that-
Roll credits.
Did you know there's only one enemy to not return in the remake from Superstar Saga?
Gino?
No, I said enemy.
Oh.
Gino's a friend.
Gino?
It's called the Mecha Chomp,
Onage?
and it looks like this.
Oh, Nidge.
Look at this guy.
Are you shitting me? Oh, I'm sorry. I was What the hell?
All the way. You're going southeast.
Dude,
You
what
just
the
go
fuck are you... Grant, I was going in this direction, and then he's like, you're going too far. If that happens one more time, we're quitting the playthrough.
What do you think of Mecha Chomp, Zach?
I like Mecha Chomp. Mecha Chomp is fine.
Would you pet the dog?
I would pet the dog.
I see.
I would pet the dog and then lose my hand.
He'd be
Zach, what would you do if you found out that there was a piece of equipment you could equip in an RPG that increased attack proportionally directly to how many healing items you had in your inventory?
What would I do?
Yeah, would you use like if it by default didn't increase attack that much compared to other equipment, but you knew it increased directly with how many healing items you had? Would you equip that and try to abuse it, or would you just ignore it?
I would abuse the shit out of that.
Okay, now what if I told you there were multiple pieces of equipment that do that in Superstar Saga?
That's,
Called the Mush Pants and Mush Pants Deluxe.
that sounds
Oh my God.
fucking nightmarish, genuinely.
And what if I told you that people have one-shotted the last boss with those pants?
Hell yeah.
That seems like the best idea.
Although that said, if you know the last boss fight goes, you probably don't feel too much, I guess, hostility towards people cheesing, because that last boss fight is hard, especially with the trick they pull.
Oh yeah, it's bullshit.
I think it's funny in retrospect, but it definitely pissed me off when I was a kid.
What the fuck?
What the shit? That's so unfair!
That's not cool.
apparently it's harder in the remake than the original.
Really?
I don't know. I guess the timing's harder, or the fight's more aggressive. I don't know how the timing will be harder. Given Grant, were you here when I talked about how like the hammer is easier in the remake?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how it'd be harder if the timing for counterattack is easier.
Holy shit, we need to go.
So what if I told you, Zach, that this was one of the main gripes about the game
Sailing?
for long periods of time?
I mean, it's fine. It's pretty. I just wish I had something to do to kind of like entertain myself gently rather than just.
You are.
Right, but this is not great, I guess.
Normally some slaloms would appear by now.
Maybe the slaloms don't appear because I'm not spending a lot of time in the water.
Maybe.
You also have yet to see. Oh wait, maybe. What's this? Who's
It's
that?
Beetle.
It's Beetle.
What if he looked at Beetle and went, "Hoy!"
Hoy!
Why is that?
Who would win in a Hoy off, Beetle or Temmie?
Beetle's
Beetle
a
or-
long, drawn-out hoy.
I was gonna say it's quantity versus quality. I feel like.
Yeah.
Ooh. Treasure.
No, you fool.
You fool! You're about to get lectured.
Whoa. He's gonna kill you.
Treasure.
Lectured.
Another purple rupee that will go nowhere.
What do you mean? It's 50. I need the money.
You're
You
capped
have
out, I
500.
think.
You're capped out.
No.
Oh.
You are.
Yeah.
See?
And it's
You still have
wasted.
500.
Well, what am I supposed to be spending rupees on?
The sale.
I can't just shove them up. I can't like just shove them up my ass. Like I gotta do something.
Maybe you.
All right, go all the way back and get the sail down.
All right.
But don't go northeast. He'll yell at you.
You have to go the long way. You have to specifically.
Had to
You
go
need to
around.
travel in the shape of an L. It's crucial that you only travel in the designated L that you're
Like a
taking right
like a
now.
knight in chess.
Yes, you. The king wants you to play as a knight right now. Oh, what's this random bullshit?
What's
the
this
bullshit
random
go?
bullshit? Great, I know I asked last time, but how do you think that they made the water do this properly without
Rise
the
and
game
fall.
like exploding? Yeah,
They hired a furry to do it for them.
it's true.
Yeah, probably that.
Insert Lethal Company joke here. What the hell?
Yep, fucked.
Okay.
Surprise.
Or not, Grant. That works too.
Well, oh my
No,
god.
it's okay. I understand. You're a big man now. You don't have time to chit chat about
It's
stuff.
true.
They made a function where it says if link then water.
If leak, then water.
Well, do you think it's
formula.
only rendered?
And then they said if not link then nothing.
Because it's clear,
No,
like, because there's no way that the GameCube would have been able to render
If link
one
equals
gigantic
false.
plane, right? So that's obviously not how it's working. But it's not just like, well, it might be a rendering trick at a certain distance,
If link
but
value equals zero.
but you interact with the warping of the surface. So like, how the fuck do you do that? I guess.
Well, that's what
By
I
rendering fucking nothing else for miles round.
Well, once again, but I mean, but even still, like that would be an enormous amount of resources. I mean, I guess this is the what the hell? Hello? What are you?
A guy.
Oh my god, your eye!
He's been doing nothing but staring down that telescope for years.
Said something about a container.
He probably wants you to use your telescope and join him to look like a stupid, goofy dumbass.
Oh my god.
That's right, it's back.
Forgot
This
about
guy,
that.
the stupid, goofy dumbass
Good.
is back.
finally.
Finally, stupid, goofy dumbass on stream.
How do I zoom in? That's a submarine.
And there's a guy on a raft next to it.
It's a bad guy.
That's like a stupid, goofy dumbass on that thing. He
Chicken
has
on a
telescope
rat.
too.
Hello?
Wait, get in front of him and do that, so you stare into each other's eyes. Two stupid, goofy dumbasses staring at each other.
Zach just went, two could play at this game. You stare at me, I stare at you. First one to blink loses.
Me would have been a stupid, goofy, dumbass contest with another telescope user.
Telescope
You
user.
want to have a stupid, goofy, dumbass contest, and my opponent is Link.
Yeah.
I guess
if
I
only
just
had a
don't
way
have.
to-
I just don't have bombs. I guess.
Or you could lift the rock, maybe, if you're just fucking built different. You think Link is you should try lifting that rock as Link. That's a good idea.
I guess I'll ask this question for those who have already played this game, so that way I can understand. Is this? I think I've been poisoned by like Breath of the Wild type stuff, where it's like you can kind of just do whatever. Is this a thing? Is this the type of game? Because it's like older. Is this the type of game that I should be doing like a fuck ton of story quests and then start doing all of this extra nonsense? Is that like what the is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yes, because Breath of the Wild. Okay, as far as my knowledge goes, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both do the same thing. I don't know Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't watch that one.
Oh, fish!
But to my knowledge, right, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, they both give you most or all of your exploration tools near the beginning. The classic Zelda games like this one drip feed them to you, and then each time you get a new one, you want to go back and check stuff you already found.
I think
like,
this might play.
Once you have like bombs or the ability to lift giant rocks, then you would come back here. And not a moment earlier.
There he is. You can Z-target him. Throw it.
But yeah. Did we play Four Swords, or not Four Swords, Minish Cap on this show?
We did Minish Cap, yeah.
Yeah. I love Minish Cap. Did you get all the secret sword techniques in that game?
Nope.
Oh.
So it's the little doodle island. Idland.
It's Bomb Island.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, sir.
Apparently these fish fight evil. How do you think they fight evil, Zach?
Spitting water at them.
I see. Treasure.
We fight fish with treasure.
Who do you think keeps dropping all the rupees in the water, Zach?
Me.
Oh.
If I was a multi-billionaire, I wouldn't be doing stupid shit like building rockets to space. I would definitely be making like small caches of treasure. I would be making small caches of treasure and just depositing them all over the
There
planet.
you go, Silveroon. Laugh. Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. If Zach was rich, he'd be gay.
If I was rich, I would be gay. It's true.
Listen, the difference between me and homosexuality is about $40.
$40 is $40.
$40 is $40.
I demand a banter topic, please.
What would you do?
I'm gonna ask for one from the list. We have so many.
What would you do if I brought up a banter topic then?
I'll probably answer it and have a good discussion, maybe. At least I hope we would.
Alright, what if I brought up the Wallace hammering video again?
Oh, is that what the hammer emoji was? I better see it. Where is it? You better post it again.
Hang on. Hold.
Hey, buddy, you okay in there?
Hold.
Zach?
There we go.
Zach.
Yes,
He
Grant?
misses the nail every time.
Hey, buddy, you okay in there? That's your topic.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Grant.
Dude, he misses the nail
I'm
every single time.
I'm just laughing at the
Hammering.
It is really good, and my favorite part is that the video is like 30 minutes. I think the only thing that would make that video funnier if it was like 30 hours long.
Well, ask and ye shall receive, Zach.
All right. So I won't lie. Sadly, a lot of the details of "Hey, buddy, are you okay in there?" have been lost because that was posted a very long time ago. The long and the short of the story is that I was out doing like errands and stuff, and I hate going to public restrooms and stuff. I find them very unsanitary, and I just don't like the type of people you tend to meet in there. But I had to, so I went in there, and so I'm sitting in one of the stalls. There's 3 stalls in this public restroom. I'm sitting in the one on the far end, so like closest to the wall. there was a guy who was already in the middle, and then like a minute or so after me, another guy shows up. He takes up the third stall. So all 3 stalls are now done, right? Within seconds of the third guy showing up, it sounds like a fucking war zone. The guy is shitting his brains out, farting, groaning, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, this must be a joke, right? Like, am I being fucking pranked or whatever? And then the guy in the stall next to me, the guy that was in the middle, just goes, "Hey buddy, you okay in there?" To which the guy's response was,
Oh my god. Clearly there's a war happening.
The answer is no.
There is no. A resounding no. No.
So yeah, so there you go. That's essentially the whole story of, "Hey buddy, are you okay in there?"
That's a me story. What the hell?
Well, that was the reason why I brought it up, because it's like, yeah, this is exactly the type of story that Adrian would want to tell, and I can't believe it fucking happened to me in real life.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's just, I can't help but think of the guy who's just going, and he fucking like explodes.
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa. Those are the 2 ends of the spectrum. You're either Krakatoa or oh no. Okay, hang on. I gotta get it now.
All right, well, that was that banter. Thank you for humoring me, I guess. Is he dead? Oh, he's not dead. Now he's dead.
We killed him.
Okay, hang on, I gotta post this video now.
Oh god, what is
The
this?
hand of power.
Oh my god.
Clenching.
The hand.
I don't like how hard that guy clenched his fist.
That guy was trying to manifest the hand to destroy the 3 feet of distance he was from the toilet.
Red Letter Media is a YouTube channel that I really enjoy watching, and they had this series. They don't do it as much anymore, but they had this series called Best of the Worst that I've talked about a couple of times. And long story short, they were introduced to this like C-tier superhero movie at one point. I don't even remember what it was called. I want to say it was called like Opposing Polarity or something like that. But the idea, like the basic over-under, was that there were 2 main characters, and one of them was like your classic goody two-shoes good guy, and the other guy was supposed to be like an anti-hero. But so the main guys, like the goody two-shoes guy, his power was that he was super fast, but all of the cells in his body that were used to make him like faster than the speed of sound consumed water extremely quickly. So essentially he could run from his house to his work and back within like 30 seconds or whatever, but as soon as he got back to the house he would be dehydrating and dying, right? So it turned into this thing where he would wear this like the bikers backpacks with like a little straw into like the corner of his mouth, and it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. The reason I bring it up is that the anti-hero guy, he had a lot of stuff going on, and one of the big things was that he kept complaining that life was never fair. He never got any good stuff. So when him and his friend get powers and his friend gets super speed, what does he get? He gets the ability to vibrate his fingers so quickly that it creates a subsonic brown note that causes people to fart and shit themselves. I am not joking. And
hell yeah.
It turns into this thing where like the once again, it's a very bad movie, but the idea was that there was like this, oh my Jesus Christ. Did you see him open his mouth crazy big? The over under was that there was this energy that you could, it was like gamma radiation but like sci-fi bullshit. And when you expose someone to it for the first time, they developed a superpower. But then if you kept exposing them to it, it would not only increase the strength of their superpower, it also just physically increase their strength. So the guy starts turning evil, and he's doing like this whole thing, like, give me more power! And so they flip the switch, and I swear to fucking God, they flip the switch. He starts going, and he's like vibrating like crazy, and all of the scientists in the room and in the building at large start gripping their stomach and farting like uncontrollably. And it's supposed to be this really big and dramatic scene where it's like, oh my goodness, he's sacrificing his humanity to try to save the world. But in actuality, the thing that you're seeing on screen is a guy making a bunch of fucking people fart.
I want to share a video that should encapsulate exactly the story that Zach told earlier.
Remember to post the community server video.
No!
Community. I mean, you can post those if you want.
Anyway, this video sounds exactly like what Zach was talking about.
Everything okay in there?
Oh no!
That's all, straight up, that's almost exactly
Okay,
how it
there?
was.
It hurts me. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh
No, bro. Okay, so I clearly must be here because this is where they wanted me to be. So how the fuck
Look
do I
up "oh no" toilet if you want to find that. By the way,
I would rather not post that in the community channel. Yeah, but
the other
it's
one,
not...
look up "guy almost makes a toilet."
And look up Krakatoa.
Yeah, look up Krakatoa as well. Krakatoa. The smugness gets me. He's channeling. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Krakatoa. It's the triangle and all of the fucking.
Yeah. On one corner you've got Krakatoa, and the other corner you got oh.
Oh, there you go.
And on the third corner you got silent, but just like his fist didn't make it.
Just the shaking hand.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's an Octorok.
That looks crazy.
Remember how you defeat these guys in other games? That too. You could have just crouched and use your shield, but that works too.
Can I have another banter topic? We're making such good progress.
Define. Wait, hold on. No, the Something Rotten podcast, aka Professional Normies, COD, DMC, etc.
Okay, so Grant, how familiar are you with the Devil May Cry series?
I mean, I played 4 and 5.
That's a lot more than a lot of people, by the way. So obviously
Okay.
not like a franchise super fan or whatever, but like pretty good. So do you know who Jacob Geller is? Does anybody know who Jacob Geller is? He's the guy who does like the video essays on YouTube. He does a lot of really great work. I like him a lot. He started a podcast with this other YouTuber.
That water's shallow enough to stand in. I
This?
believe you can just. Yeah. I was wrong. I lied to you.
You lied to me!
You were supposed to use the grappling
was
hook
up
there.
there.
And you fell for it.
Grant, you lied!
You should have
Yeah,
looked
you
up and checked for grappling
lied!
hook.
Liar!
Well, that would be that would be a,
streamer dire.
that would be a joke. That would be a joke for Adrian if Adrian actually watched Dimension 20 at all.
What did you say?
You lied! Dude,
I don't.
that
is
was
from a
from
season I
that
didn't
was
watch?
from the Ravening War. It was Lou's character was like this super hot like warrior guy, and he had he had like a childhood crush on this like super hot Alfredo pasta woman, and it was like there was like this whole sub arc where he sacrificed his entire village, completely like was celibate for
Wow.
like his entire life just because he was promised like this Alfredo woman promised that she would be his first, and she's like, no, absolutely not. And so Lou has this like fucking crazy scene in the finale where he's just like, I saved myself for you. You lied! He's just going nuts. It's really good.
I did not finish the Ravening War. I probably should have.
You probably should have. Anyway, sorry. So, long story short, to finish my thing about the Something Rotten podcast, So the whole point of the Something Rotten podcast is that there are a lot of like video games that are specifically designed to feel grimy in some way, shape, or form. There's games like Hatred, which are specifically supposed to be like, oh my goodness, you're playing a serial killer or whatever. Max Payne is supposed to feel like very specifically grimy, so on and so forth. And so the whole point of the podcast is like, hey, we're gonna play a bunch of these games and then review them, yada yada. But obviously you can't necessarily do that every week because you'll go insane. So every once in a while, they would do episodes where it's like, we're gonna rate the top 3 games that we played this year, and each one of them would. Sometimes there's 3 people, and they would talk about 3 unique games that they played this year. Anyway, sorry, this is all a long preamble to say that, Grant, you played 4 and you played 5.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the guys who were playing or who were in the best of 2023 video, both of the guys, they went on a tangent where they were talking about the Devil May Cry series, and they both were like, you know what was the best game? DMC, Devil May Cry. You know that like shitty spin-off that everybody hated because it completely like torpedoed the entire.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, that game's like really underrated. It's actually probably the best in the series. And like, what the third guy who was there to like facilitate the questions was like, really even better than DMC5? And they were like, oh yeah, way better than DMC5. And it's like, what the fuck? And so it's like, what the fuck? And so then in that same, and this is where this topic comes from because it's mostly from this episode. It was like a thing of like, okay, well, if there were no restrictions, what game would you nominate for Game of the Year this year? And Jacob Geller, a very respectable video essayist, he's done excellent work, is like, well, if there was no rules, I would say Fortnite for the 4th year in a row.
Oh.
And he's like, well, yeah, it's just one of the best games. I can play it with my friends. They're constantly updating it, so it feels new every year. So yeah, if we didn't have a rule against like nominating something that already won, I would nominate Fortnite. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
How dare you?
So yeah, there's not really a whole lot else. Obviously, if we had gotten to this topic back when I had like initially watched it, I would be a lot more passionate.
Professional normies. I like that term.
Right? Because it just felt really weird because it's like I'm watching them and I'm like, okay, these guys play video games for a living, but they're talking about them like how do I phrase it? Like the other guy. So Jacob Geller was like, yeah, if I could nominate, I would say, Fortnite, right? And then it's like, okay, well, what's your actual nomination? Jacob Geller does his 2 nominations. The other guy does his 2 nominations. The other guy, whose name I don't even remember, unfortunately. Do you want to know what his like number 1 nomination for this year was? Fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Let's go!
Yeah, and his reasoning was like, dude, Call of Duty's great every year. I think it was great this year too. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And he's right. Perfect game.
Anywho.
I feel like people like this are the reason why Madden still sells and FIFA still sell.
Well, so you're close, right? Because there's definitely a contingent of people who just don't pay attention, right? But like, this guy doesn't like the sports games because he's not into sports. But Call of Duty is that, but for shooters, right? And that's what you're getting at. Where it's like, yeah, this type of guy is the exact type of person who keeps Call of Duty like being so profitable. Also, by the way, and this is the part that like fucking blew my mind, this guy was a fucking reviewer for Game Informer.
That sounds about right.
Right? And so it led to this crazy thing where I was looking up.
Oh my god, that reminded me of something I gotta talk about later. Go on.
Okay. It just reminded me of like, or it led me down this like crazy rabbit hole where I was like, if you go to that guy's channel, he's following a bunch of other channels of former reviewers, not just Game Informer, just people who used to do game reviews. And some of them are like, okay, this is fine. You just have different tastes than I do, right? Like this guy does mostly puzzle games. This guy does a lot of open world stuff. This person does a lot of farming sims. So I know Saba would agree with him or whatever. But there were so many people in there where it's so obvious that like the things that they quote unquote liked were just whatever company was paying them the most to do the review. You know, because it was all like God, what was it? Like one of them had a video where it's like my top 5 games of such and such year, and like number 3 on that list was the new Crash Bandicoot game that came out, and I was like, really? Like the Crash Bandicoot game is fine. Is it really number 3 in its release year? You're insane.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Let's go. It sold record-breaking numbers.
That reminded me of something that I want to talk about a little bit that I just didn't say because I forgot the Banner Idea channel existed. So I've never played a Dark Souls game besides Elden Ring, and that was only for like 30 minutes before I got too frustrated and gave up. Right? I'm not a Dark Souls fan, but I am decently deep into the gamer rabbit hole, so I'm aware of the giant pile and long-standing tradition of saying this game is the Dark Souls of this, right?
Yeah.
But I've always just been a viewer of outside, like, all right, that's kind of funny. Dark Souls is hard, I get it. I have now been a direct recipient on that for both ends of the comparison, where someone said this game is the this of this, where I am a deep consumer of both things, and I've been deeply offended by I believe it was Polygon that said Dungeon Meshi is the Baldur's Gate 3 of Chef's Table.
That
Wow.
hurts.
Right? Because like I wasn't a Dark Souls fan, so I didn't know how it feels, but now I know how it feels, and I'm like, they've been dealing with this for years?
This sucks.
This sucks. What the
I
will say,
How do I knock
because
these?
I think
There you go.
I think Dark Souls at least has the privilege of being connotationally both A, medieval fantasy in some way, and B, really difficult. Although I think the difficult thing supersedes the what people associate with Dark
When people
Souls, right?
think of Dark Souls now, they typically think of like difficulty, a dodge roll occasionally, and typically like the system of like you die, all of your resources drop on the spot where you died,
I think that like in the broad media sense, like I get there's like a priority. Number one thing, people associate Dark Souls with being hard,
Yes.
right? And then after
brutal
that is the other
difficulty,
elements. After that is the other elements of like, oh well, it's fantasy, it's kind of like action RPG, and then the other stuff comes after, right? Baldur's Gate 3, the only thing it has in common with Dungeon Meshi is that it's fantasy medieval, and that's basically it.
That's all they needed for that
There's almost
title.
nothing else they have in
Well,
common.
because Polygon is a soulless company now that they fired everybody who gave a shit. So like that's why. So now they're just pulling whatever, because Baldur's Gate 3 just won Game of the Year, so people are thinking about it. So that's all they're doing.
Right. But man, that hurt to be that hurt to read and have that be forced upon my eyes.
Forced upon my eyes.
It's understandable.
But yeah, I think that the Dark Souls has passed down the mantle of thing that everyone compares it to, even though they probably shouldn't. Proverbially, that anyway. Dark Souls still has it for difficulty, but now I guess Baldur's Gate 3 is that for fantasy. But like, man, I wasn't a Dragon Age fan either, but I do remember people saying, "Oh, this is the Dragon Age of this," and it's just like, "Oh, it's another fantasy thing." So yeah, I don't know. I haven't felt that specific feeling up until now, where I haven't had someone compare a series I love
This
to
actually
another thing that has nothing to do with it.
can tie into a banter idea that I wanted to talk about, and I don't think we'll have enough time to fully explore it today since we only have like 25 minutes left of stream. But video game genres suck like a lot. Like there are a lot of genres where like people who play video games understand what they mean. Like a first-person shooter is pretty like itself. A third-person shooter is obviously something that's different. But it's crazy to think that the only thing that separates a first-person shooter and a third-person shooter technically is just the position of a camera, right? So because genres in video games suck so much, it leads to this natural inclination to try to compare games to other games as as accurately as you can. So like fucking the thing that like sparked this was that I had to explain to one of the people that I work with, because she was like once again she asked me like, what do you play? And I was like, oh, I play mostly indie garbage. And she was like, oh, well, what did you play? And so I was describing a bunch of stuff. She's like, oh, I've heard of Inscription, what's that game about? And I'm like, okay, it's it's very good. It's a deck building roguelike game mixed with an escape room. And she's like, oh, okay, I get it. And like, because of that like juxtaposition where it's like, okay, this is the comparison, that made sense. Whereas like when I have to describe what Hollow Knight is like, okay, it's kind of like Dark Souls, but it's a 2D platformer with bugs, right? So it's like, okay, here's this baseline that everybody knows, and then you warp it from there or whatever, right? Like, I don't know, does anybody here remember the game that we played? Because we played it on stream. Does anybody here besides me remember A Short Hike?
Does anybody remember Wind Waker?
Yes.
Does anyone remember Wind Waker? So stop. You remember A Short Hike, right?
Yeah.
Assume I don't know anything, but I'm interested. Explain A Short Hike to me.
It's a narrative /
Short hike.
It's a short hike. Yeah, you know what? Fair.
There's like a trail. You do some walking. It's not very long.
Yeah.
But it's not a walking
Go meet up
sim.
with your mom.
A big part of that game is utilizing the flapping and the gliding mechanics. It's not a walking sim. You know? And so it turns into it. So like, I don't know. I guess what I mean to say is that like comparing things to like, oh, this is the Dark Souls of cooking games, or this is the Dungeon Meshi of crime dramas. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that makes sense. Or sorry, this is the Baldur's Gate 3 of crime dramas. Speaking of Disco Elysium, is because it's like, okay, here's this big thing that people kind of know through osmosis, and I can connect it via these lines. So, anywho. I kind of wish we didn't have to do that, because, I don't know, do movies really have that problem? I think you kind of do once you get into, like, the horror genre. Because, like, horror, thriller, and, like... I don't even know. Like, it feels like there should be a difference between a horror movie that's about suspense, which I guess would be more of a thriller, versus a horror movie that's about jump scares. You know? Because those are two very different things.
I mean, you
One
have
of
like
those...
psychological horror, right? And then you have like thrillers rather than just like horror. And then
Because
you
like
have
a thriller doesn't need
rather
to
than-
be about horror. It can also just be like an intense movie. Like
Yeah.
fucking
It could also just be a Michael Jackson song.
It could also just be a Michael Jackson song. That's very true. Because like Parasite, like Grant remembers Parasite. Parasite, that's a thriller by default. But that does not mean it's a horror movie, which is really funny because both my sister and my dad just instinctually call Parasite a horror movie because it's not a comedy or an action movie. You know?
But what if it was a romance movie?
No one watches romance nowadays.
That is true.
Kill the dream.
Man, the Koroks didn't really change in between this and...
I was gonna
say-
say they look very similar. I don't
How does it feel to be introduced to the Koroks for the first time?
Was this the first time?
Yes.
Oh.
The first time Koroks ever showed up in the series.
That's cool.
Sadly, none of them are fat and round and wearing backpacks, though.
There you go.
Wait till you find out where these guys came from.
Me.
Grant.
Yeah, Grant's womb.
Yep. Birthed them.
It was a long and laborious process. Especially since he did it all at once.
Oh yeah.
You know, don't want to go back to the last one
Dang,
repeatedly.
that's
Just might look at it all out at once, you know?
Yeah.
It's like wisdom teeth.
Anything down there is now not usable anymore.
Oh yeah, they mutilated Grant.
Yeah.
He
Like,
sprouted a
fucked him
single
up.
Korok leaf. Man, I'm really glad that the Great Deku Tree doesn't look like this anymore.
You don't like his big doofy face and his
You know, like his one
long
tooth?
No. If anything, the tooth is actually the thing I like the least. Because it's coming out of his fucking lip. I gotta go up there, I guess.
I like that this farts you out.
I can ask this because... Oh.
He has a pass.
He's been given a pass. John Smith, yes, the tree.
Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to be
I will
taking
admit,
this...
I do not like this version of the tree as much as the other one. I agree with Zach's sentiment.
Maybe there's an easier one on the other side.
You got
Maybe
a
I'm
little
just
firefly.
crazy. I do
You
have-
just missed it that last time.
But I
Understand.
feel like I'm just not getting the distance that I need, and I don't know how to get
No,
more
you got the
distance.
distance. You didn't get the angle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I believe if you hold a button or something, you can stop. Yeah, see?
Holding a button seems reasonable.
I think it's like hold a button, it'll like wait a minute, and so you can angle yourself. Oh, I might be wrong.
Wait
That
a
might be different
minute.
Zelda game. No, that's a different Zelda game. I'm thinking Majora's Mask.
Like
Wait
that,
a
like that gave me
minute,
no
who
fucking
are
distance. I don't
you?
understand what changed. Oh well. Wow.
Well, I can't relate to that,
can
but
ig-
I'll relay that John Smith to them, because I can't. Yeah. So John Smith said, "Me at the urinal, for real, for real. You got the distance, you didn't get the angle."
That's pretty good.
That's
You
pretty
like
good.
that?
That's pretty good. Fucking give that guy VIP. And take away Mikey's VIP.
Very important piss.
Very
when I
important
piss.
piss.
Me, vertical inclined piss. Me when I pee straight into my own face.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. Doesn't it suck when you go to the bathroom and whip out your pee stream blaster and it just goes straight into your own nose and mouth
Ew.
Oh, happens.
and it comes out your ears
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change the topic.
like
Hey-
a Play-Doh toy?
Hey Grant. Hey Grant.
Yes.
Don't
As,
you hate when your pee is
Hey,
as thick
Grant.
as Play-Doh?
as somebody who doesn't play as much indie games as me, which is fair.
True.
Which is, I was gonna say, no one else.
I thought he was like talking about himself for a
I don't
second.
think anyone else plays as many
but
indie
no,
games
okay.
as you do.
How would you define what an indie game is?
An independent game studio
What does that
made
mean?
by smaller teams. Med by smaller teams, not
Like
backed by
Fortnite.
large company-
Like Fortnite, exactly.
Or Call of Duty 3.
70,000 people.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably are already privy to why I'm asking this question to begin with, Grant. But it would. Oh, I'm supposed to go up on top of the leaves. Now
What
I
a
heard.
fool he is.
I hurting
You've been
myself a
taking
little
damage
bit
from
too.
falling.
Red Dead 2?
I know that Saba and I kind of already talked about this a wee bit, and Saba and I don't know, we actually had some difficulties kind of finalizing a lot of our discussion, but a lot of what we ended up talking about was like what qualifies you to be an indie game versus not, because obviously the Game Awards thinks that it's an aesthetic, right? Which is
Yeah, with
Dave the Diver, right? But then
Yeah.
it comes down to a thing where it's like pretty much universally, except for people who don't actually give a shit, so they were just throwing their hand into the ring for no reason. Oh, is there a bar? There's a bar. Perfect. Except for the people who were just throwing their hand to the ring for no reason. Pretty much everybody agreed, like, Dave the Diver is weird, though, because it had an enormous team and had a ton of marketing behind it. It's one of the reasons why it was so successful was because Nexon, like, advertised the shit out of Dave the Diver. Like, I don't know if it's really fair, but I feel like one of the... Like, I don't know how to phrase this. I feel like one of the easiest ways to tell that you're not releasing an indie game is if on day one you get a special Steam page. You know what I mean? Now, that being said, Hades 2 is definitely getting a special Steam page, but Supergiant is just, extremely...
Phenomenal.
Like, they're just
Yeah.
extremely successful. So, like, that's different. They are still independent. They're just very successful. And Hades is incredible. So, Hades 2 gets some special recognition. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But Dave the Diver had a special Steam front page for a week? you know? And like that's
Wow,
not the
that's a
type.
lot.
Yeah, and that's not the type of shit that like any regular indie game gets. So I think that just, I don't know, it doesn't count in my mind. Oh,
Probably just the
fucking
money.
Christ.
Probably just the money backing it, I'd say.
The money backing it is the thing. So
Yeah.
what if
And the
it's
team.
because I don't know. I don't necessarily like I'm not here to be like, well, what about this? But it does come down to like, okay, so if it's about budget, right? Then what if you have a team of like 2,000 volunteers?
How the volunteers?
Yeah.
So we're talking
Just go with this
like
hypothetical. Yeah.
we're talking like Sky Oblivion or some shit, or those Morrowind Reborn or whatever the fuck it's called, like the modding.
The
pages that
modding
are
community
made.
came together, you know.
Yeah.
Like does that count? Like obviously those don't necessarily count because that's like
Yeah.
a mod and you can't really sell those. But
Right.
I don't know.
I'd still call that an indie game.
You would still
If
call
it's-
that an indie game because it's about budget.
Yeah. I would
John
say,
Smith
well, I
also
think it's a
added-
combination of both. I think you have to have A and B. It's a A and B thing, not A or B.
A
I think
and
you
B,
have to
not
have like
A
a
or B.
smaller budget and a smaller team,
Because like
or a
okay,
larger
so
budget and larger team. Excuse me.
because a good one that came out just recently. So it's about having a smaller publisher or something, right? Or being like an independent publisher. Do you think that most Devolver Digital games are indie games? Stuff like Gunbrella and Gato Roboto, are those indie games?
Don't recognize those names.
That's probably
Well, I
because
recognize
that's probably
Devolver. What
because
else the
they're
fuck did they do?
that Devolver has done a fuck ton. They did My Friend
I know they
Pedro
have.
and like
Devolver feels like they do.
They did Wizard with
I
a
would
Gun,
say
which I love.
indie
they did
games.
Wizard with a Gun because Devolver's
It's an indie game if I haven't heard of it.
yeah, oh, there you go.
There you go.
Me specifically.
Yeah, Grant is the benchmark
Oh,
which you measure
come
indie
on,
games.
dude.
True.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking just die of fall damage before I get this.
That's why there's so much grass for you to cut.
I guess that's true. But like the Devolver question is really good because like Nexon is one thing, right? Because Nexon is an enormous like publisher, like rivaling.
They did MapleStory.
They did MapleStory, rivaling Activision in
Zach
terms
also
of like
loves Weird
in
West.
terms of like yeah. Sorry, Saba, what?
No, John Smith said Weird West was so good, and I was like, Zach likes Weird West.
Okay, so Weird West is a cool game. You might be thinking of the campaign setting called Weird West that I wanted to do, Saba.
Well, I'm like, clearly you like. I guess in any capacity, Weird West.
The
stuff.
idea of a Western setting with weird stuff in it, yes. But anyway, so then the question comes to Devolver Digital, where Devolver Digital obviously not as big as like Nexon or Activision, but they do have like a chunk of change, and they only take projects that they think are going to be successful. But then the projects when they come out are still indie games in my mind, like Minute. Right? Minute, MINIT, is one of the like quintessential indie games nowadays. That game had a decent budget because not obviously not like an exorbitant budget, but it had like a healthy budget where I think it was like developed by like 4 people. Like they didn't have to worry as much as they would have otherwise because Devolver was like, yeah, we'll publish, right? So I don't know. I guess in that case, like, does that still count?
Yeah, I'd say so.
John Smith also said there are indie games with publishers too, and I was actually thinking about it.
That's what I just said. With
So like
Devolver.
Paranorma for like,
Yeah.
but it was
Paranorma Site. Paranorma Site is Square
Yeah,
Enix.
that's what I was gonna
Is that an
bring.
indie game? That's a really
See,
good
that's
one.
it. Yeah.
Because you
I
know
was gonna
what?
say,
Because
like,
you know what
Paranorma
definitely
Site
is an indie game?
seems-
Little Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah.
Little Goody Two Shoes, 100% an indie game because that shit was made in RPG Maker.
Indeed. But yeah, Paranorma.
Oh
Site,
yeah, well, so was
you say it's from
Undertale.
Square Enix,
Are you
but
saying
it
Undertale's an
feels-
indie game, Zach?
Undertale was made
Definitely a
in Undertale
AAA
was
game.
made in Game Maker. First off, not
Triple-
RPG Maker.
Triple S game.
Whatever, same difference.
They're not. They are not.
It's like Python and C++, right?
Literally the same thing.
Literally the
Grant.
same thing.
Okay, so jump
I
and then
didn't-
hold this.
During this stream, I was trying
Holy
to find
fuck.
something in the background, and I just found Emoji Maker for the first time, or Emoji Kitchen. And I think it's pretty funny.
Oh yes, I love. I love the.
Have you guys messed with Emoji Kitchen yet?
No.
Yes, I have.
The 100.
I don't know why they did that for the 100, but yeah, it's pretty good.
No.
I once again do not like vomit from mouth stuff.
All right,
It's
fine,
100
fine.
Horny combo shots.
Fine,
Oh my
look.
God.
All right, look.
I like how some of them become an actual thing, though. I think if you combine two foxes, it becomes like a nine-tailed fox.
All right, look. I'm gonna spoil it,
Pretty
but I'm gonna post Shrek blowjob. Okay.
Oh my God.
There
No,
it is. Shrek blowjob.
Adrian, why?
What? It's not vomit.
That was straight vomit that you just posted.
No, it wasn't. It was Shrek blowjob.
You're a fucking stupid liar, and I hate you.
Well, you're afraid of the truth. You're afraid of
I'm
blowjob.
afraid of the truth.
Can't handle the
You're
truth.
afraid of blowjob.
You know what? You're right.
Zach goes on to Elder Ring and sees the
look,
sign that
those
says
brass
blowjob ahead, and he runs away.
Naked arrow. Wow.
Just in case you didn't see it, Saba. I like these little jars. These little jars are fun. I'm trying to think. What else? Because what's it? Did we even come to a consensus about what you said? About your suggestion, Saba? About like what about Paranormasight and
I don't know. Paranormasight feels no. You just
Square
kind of
Enix?
like you said.
Square Enix
Paranormasight
is an
like-
enormous company.
Yeah, but Paranormasight is like, it's like when big companies make like smaller. I don't want to say throw away, but like smaller studio ideas, and they're like, okay, you could just make it, but that's not our main focal stars. Does that count? Does it count as an indie game? Oh my God.
Adrian's going nuts.
I love Emoji Kitchen. This is great. I don't know why I never played this before.
I found a terrible one that I sent you, Adrian.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, you'd be afraid of it anyway.
Okay, so it's full vomit from mouth. Got it.
No, it's Shrek blowjob. Excuse you.
Man. Well, I tried to make a consensus, but we've got Emoji Kitchen.
Adrian and Grant don't want to talk. They want to just be silly.
It's
Silliness.
okay. It's normal.
I don't think I'll make it. I should have changed the direction of the wind.
That seems reasonable, especially when it's blowing, I think, potentially
Directly
against you.
away from the direction that I want to go. Oh, the big one just fully
Luckily, we know
refills
of a
you.
way to alter the wind.
I don't. Is it?
It's opposite, so north. So turn north.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
But I need to get the tornado going.
Well, the tornado's going. Don't you worry.
Because I don't know if you recall this, Saba, but a while back I described like Supergiant as being a triple I developer, right? Big budget, but still indie in its own way.
Yeah.
But I think Grant makes a good point where it's like, well, like an indie game should in some way have a smaller budget, I guess.
John Smith, go ahead.
Undertale, quintessential indie game,
Yeah. The on air is for you guys, John Smith, in the community. That's funny.
Angry bug.
Wow. Okay. John
Me
Smith,
when the
really-
Gleep Glorp.
I don't know. That also could be Midsummer.
When the
Adrian,
Gleep
Adrian, you gotta post that one in the community.
All right, fine.
That's amazing.
When the Gleep is glorping.
Me when that gleep glorp.
Hey guys, who took my cheese?
I got away.
No.
I see.
Why the vomit? It's just vomit.
Undertale definitely did not have the budget of a ham sandwich, and I know you're saying that as a joke, but like Undertale definitely did not have the budget of ham sandwich because they had like a decently successful Kickstarter.
Oh, man.
You know the I guess I can wrap it up since people are just making emojis now. I guess I'll wrap it up by saying, has any
I usually really like the where
have any of you heard the classic ism on how to identify pornography?
No.
The classic ism on how to identify pornography is I know it when I see it.
Right.
So I feel like in some ways an indie game is similar, where it's like I know it when I see it. But in that case, I think that the Game Awards was just functioning under that same assumption. They looked at Dave the Diver and they were like, that looks like an indie game. Done. Nominated.
Done, yeah.
Nominated.
I feel like
Get nominated, idiot.
That is reasonable, but it's almost like, okay, if there's
What the fuck is that?
The big rules being like, you know, it should be relatively, it's not AAA, or it doesn't like come from like potentially AAA studio. And then you could be like, does it look like an indie game? Okay.
I like hole emoji combined with stuff.
Whole emoji is good.
Books into the hole.
Throw them in there.
Coffee into the hole.
Adrian, what'd you do to the bread?
I put it back.
Very,
I put it
very
back after I was done
upsetting.
with it.
I think if you choose, where is it? Where's the...
All right, here, have my banana as a reward.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, this one.
Wait, hang on. Okay, so I know what I did with the bread. Grant, what did you do to my log?
Oh, listen. It's.
God.
I had to use it.
All right.
Oh, I knocked off a little bit of his vine. Died. Is there something that I'm supposed to get down there, by the way? Or is it just the haha you fell? Oh well.
I like the... Once again, if you like double up on some of them, I very much enjoy
Jesus
the
fuck.
outcome.
I like
Someone
doubling
at
up on
Lawrence.
100.
10,000! That's why I said if you double up,
this
where's
one
the
is
fox?
this one is me when they release a new Muscle Mommy.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Grant, quick, post that picture I showed you of the Shivana rework.
This is the double fox.
Yeah.
I like it, it's cool.
Oh, it's a kitsune.
It's fun.
It is kind of a fox, that is true.
Oh my god. double rabbits.
Oh, why didn't it work? Why
They
can't I
went
copy?
hard at it. They got a
That
whole
tracks.
family now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That sounds like rabbits.
Hey, are these those guys from the original Legend of Zelda that would like fly around and be annoying?
Yes.
Yo, that's cool! How come these guys never made it into Breath of the Wild?
Oh, some of these are really
Because
cute.
Breath of the Wild
Rabbit's
sucks.
really funny.
I
There
hate
we
Breath
go.
of the Wild.
So there you go, Grant. Grant, you gotta post. Okay, now I'm gonna take that screen snippet, post that in the community channel.
It's really
I like
good.
double raccoon guys. We throw them in the trash.
Zach, when he sees that someone else finally beat comments in the Twitch chat.
Oh!
Oh my god.
It's pretty good. Oh.
When someone finally engages in Zach's content.
I like this. 2 poodles equals a more pompous poodle with more hair.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Can you just save whenever, by the way?
Yeah.
See, I'm not the horny. I'm the funny stuff, like 3 stacked goats.
Like kissing feet. Quentin
Oh my
Tarantino.
god.
I like stacking goats. Stacking goats is funny. All right. That's the
Oh my
stream,
God.
everybody. Oh, boy. Oh, cow.
Dual head out.
I can't
Hang
believe
on,
that.
wait.
What?
Sharknado?
What even is that? Sharknado!
No.
Alright.
That's pretty
I
good.
I can't believe that we're starting. Sharknado is really funny. I can't believe that we're starting Signalis tomorrow. God.
Is it
Also,
weird?
can someone, real quick, before we end stream, can someone double check what the release date for the Apollo Justice trilogy is?
Apollo Justice Trilogy.
Because I swear it's like February something.
Survey says. Oh, god damn it.
Survey says, Gil!
Article says January 25th.
Okay, so it's oh fuck. Okay, so it's like towards the end of this month. Grant, do you think that because how many weekends would that be between now and then?
Like two.
Do you think that we're gonna finish Wind Waker?
Fuck no.
Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But because I'm really excited for the Apollo Justice trilogy. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do like voice acting for it or whatever. Apparently, the Apollo Justice trilogy is when the Ace Attorney games started getting really fucking wordy.
Wait,
So I don't know.
Watermelon snail.
I am going to end stream here. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I'll see Saba at least tomorrow for Signalis. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, everyone.